Oh, it really is your lucky day, people. Welcome back. You're tuned in to the TNC Watchalong here on Talk Norwich City for another championship game featuring Norwich City. Tonight, it's Norwich City against Nottingham Forest, and you are in exactly the correct place to watch along the action tonight. A big thank you, as always, to OneFootball, who are carrying on their sponsorship, and you can download the app in the description below. Before we get into all of the team news and everything else, Chris, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good, mate. I cannot wait for this. Daniel Farker versus Chris Hughton. Nottingham Forest haven't scored in God knows how long. Some may say along come Norwich, and I say it positively. I really want to see a big performance from the lads today, regardless of injuries. We can do this today, and it's good that we've actually managed to conjure up a strong bench. I'm really excited that Joshy Martin, I'm sure we're getting to starting lineup now as well. Super excited that Joshy Martin is starting tonight. And actually, really, really comfortable and assured that Christoph Zimmermann.
Well, here we go. Let's show the team now, because you've seamlessly linked it. Michael McGovern in goal. Tim Krul will hopefully be back soon. A changed backline due to injury. Max Aarons makes it his 100th Norwich City appearance tonight at just the age of 20, which is remarkable. By the way, this is all being pulled from OneFootball. As always, the download link is in the description. Hanley stays in. It's Zimmermann in for the injured Ben Gibson, who's out for a couple of weeks. Jakob Sorensen keeps his place. Mario Vrancic, who conjured up them wonderful assists next to Oliver Skipp. And then we've got a bit of change in behind the striker as well. Martin comes in for the injured Poeta, much like Gibson is out for a few weeks. Stiepermann and Buendia with Pukki up front. A quick look at the Nottingham Forest team. No Lewis Grabban. That's the notable thing for them. They have got Cafu in there. I take it it's not the Cafu. Samba in goal. So in midfield, he's one to look out for. Amiobi, who just seems to do well at championship level. If you look at that team, it's actually quite decent. But they are 21st in the division. Just 9 goals scored all season. They haven't scored in their last 5 football matches. Norwich City down to 2nd after Bournemouth point tonight, but we can go back to the summit of the championship table. Chris, more injury news during the week. It was Ben Gibson and Puemaswar Poeta this week. On the flip side, the return of Todd Cantwell and a few others to the bench. What's the mood after that very dramatic win against Sheffield Wednesday at the weekend?
Yeah, I think the mood will be up. When you win late on, and it was such a spirited performance. We weren't really in it for large spells of the game, and I think it's fair to say that Sheffield Wednesday would have felt robbed. But in the Norwich camp, I'm sure the mood will be up. It's great to see players coming back into fitness now, regardless of losing Ben Gibson. Of course, you then bring in your vice captain in Christoph Zimmermann, which is great. It's a top player to bring in for Norwich City. And Hugill, Todd Cantwell as well. Players that can change games and now coming back into the squad, which is really, really encouraging to see. So yeah, I'm really excited. And actually, as well as that, Jack, I'm just giggling at the Nottingham Forest links tonight. Lewis Grabban, thank God that he's not playing, because you know what would have happened there. Chris Hughton, of course. We watched some torrid, boring football under Chris Hughton towards the end of his tenure. Of course, did get us into one of the highest place finishes in the Premier League in recent times. So we must give him credit for that. But there's no denying that his style of football is bland, is boring, is lifeless.
Well, it's funny as well, isn't it? Because you look at that Nottingham Forest squad and they have so much talent going forwards, and it's just not going to be utilised under Chris Hughton. I mean, he managed to ruin our record striker in Ricky Van Wolfswinkel. It could have been so different with him. They've got Lewis Grabban, who I know is not playing tonight. Lyle Taylor, who's a very good striker at this level, but to not score in the last 5 games is quite something. Great to see.
Retired, by the way. I thought Amiobi retired.
That's his brother, Shola.
Oh, okay.
Unless Shola's made a phenomenal comeback, I'm not so sure. I know Sammy's very tall, isn't he? Neil Luther, lots of people already getting their what would you call it? Lou lottery? No.
Lou bingo.
Lou Bingo. He's going for 38th minute. Great to see Neil, as always. Lynn Combe, as always. Combe? I'm not sure. Great news that we'll call you Lynn. Great news that we have so many of the lads back on the bench tonight. Completely agree. Good friend of the channel, D-Jam. Oh,
sorry. I was just going to say.
Well, great friend of the channel, Cheesy as well.
Cheesy Geezer, of course, of the finest cheese supplier in the world, is tuning in yet again from Carrow Road. He cannot get away from the TNC watch-along regardless.
Did you speak to Cheesy after the last game?
I speak to him way too much. Why? What's she?
Well, I was just wondering what he thought of being back at Carrow Road.
Oh, mate, they said it was a really good atmosphere. They said it was a really good atmosphere. They said it was really enjoyable. And you know, I think in the end they probably contributed massively to getting the lads over the line. We saw the difference it made to the Luton team. Just watching now Mario Vrancic being given some award, probably for 100 appearances as well, I assume, as well as Max Aarons. Delia slapping his hand, giving him a lot of love before the game. And
she's such a grandma, isn't she? Like, that's such a grandma thing, sort of taking your hand and just you know, what a lovely lady Delia is, and what a player Mario Vrancic is. We didn't kind of talk about it on the last stream, Chris, because we were so caught up in the emotion, but the assists were brilliant. Like, top draw.
Honestly, mate, I'm in all honesty, I'm still not over that back heel.
It was phenomenal, wasn't it?
It was sensual. It really was. It really got me going, I have to say, and it continues to get me going. I watched the replays back, and I just cannot get enough of Mario Vrancic at the moment. He is, you know, becoming yet again, a key player in this Norwich team. Finally been given a shot to shine, finally been given a good run of games as well, rather than just thrown in and expected to deliver, and people debate and question whether he's good enough. You know, most Norwich fans can now see the sheer quality of Mario Vrancic. Surely, it's great to see him in that starting lineup tonight. It's so good to have options on the bench like Toddy as well. It's brilliant to see so many people in the comment section already. And Jack, I was going to say, 353 people in here now. Thank you so much for your support yet again. Don't forget, get your TNC setups in over on Twitter and Instagram. We will retweet all of them, share all of them. All you've got to do is tag at Talk Norwich City. The more creative, the better. Pets, food, beer, whatever. Christmas. We had a Christmas tree last week. And don't forget, we are giving you a very, very prestigious prize of TNC setup of the week as well. So if you want to win that, get your tweets in, folks. I'll retweet all of them as a thanks for your support. Thank you so much for joining us again this evening. Jack, it's going to be, I've got a good feeling about this. I can just feel it in the air. The graphics, the yellow against red, the memories of the 3-3 last time, the team scrolling around the bottom of this stream, the fact that you're wearing that dodgy Norwich shirt, it just feels right tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, I always enjoy playing Forest. You know, in previous seasons, you mentioned there the 3-3. I was at the City Ground when Tim Close scored twice. That was a brilliant turnaround. The Johnny Howson won the goal. Like, we've had some brilliant encounters with Forest over the years. I don't know why. I'm just a bit nervous ahead of tonight. No, let me just get my nervousness out. Let me not speak it into existence, speak it out of existence. I just feel that Forest are in a bit of a false position at the moment. I put them, and it might just be me being really thick, and it wouldn't surprise me. I have them as a top half team this season, and I look at that squad and I still think it's a top half team. And I know they've had lots of change, and I know that Taylor and Graben aren't scoring goals, but I just look at them and go, I think they're going to be good on the break. And it all depends whether we can break them down, because we know it's going to be defensive, don't we?
Yes, it's going to be defensive, but we know, and we've proven time after time already this season, that we now know how to beat teams who sit back. Yes, it's frustrating as a supporter to sit there and watch it, and it's tense. And of course, we'd rather it be a Bristol City-esque performance every week where we just breeze through. Of course, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? But that's not the reality of the Championship. I've got every confidence in those lads to do the job tonight. We know what Chris Hughton does. It's boring, it's dull, it's just crap. There's no other way of putting it. It's really poor. And so, you know, this is the type of game that Norwich City can go and win. Have confidence, you know. We should be beating teams like Nottingham Forest. And you might say, well, that's a bit arrogant, Chris. You're getting a bit cocky. You know, Nottingham Forest are a good team. Yeah, they are a good team. But they're not near our level, Jack. You know, top two teams.
Even with the injuries?
top two teams don't lose to Nottingham Forest at home. I'm sorry, they don't, and especially against the Chris Hughton Nottingham Forest side. And honestly, and I know this could get clipped up. It will get clipped up if we lose, of course. You know, by the way, Nottingham Forest, great football club, but we should be beating them. We should be beating them, Jack.
Okay.
You know,
I think that performance against Sheffield Wednesday, that last 10 minutes, because we were really poor up until that last 10.
Yeah.
We're trying all season to compare it back to 2018, 2019. I think it's been quite tough to pull kind of parallels, but that last 10 minutes reminded me so much of that 2018-19 season. Composure, quality, just grinding teams down. And it was the quality of Max Aarons to put it past. It was a wonderful finish. I'm sure we'll talk a lot about Aarons tonight. The quality of pass from Vrancic on both goals was Premier League standard. It's simple. And Josh Martin getting his first goal is going to be massive. So I think that was a big moment for Norwich City, because I think if you would have lost against Sheffield Wednesday, you had a loss to Luton where we were poor, a draw against Coventry. You know, it's not the end of the world. But if these runs build up, the momentum changes quickly. I think that was really important. Anyway, we've got 4 minutes to kick off. Get your score predictions in. I want to know your score prediction and where you're watching from this evening. Chris, I know where you're watching from, but what's your score prediction?
Well, I've gone for a little 2-1 win tonight because I do just feel like the defence will be slightly weakened with the omission of Ben Gibson. He's built up a fantastic partnership with Grant Hanley. It has to be said, and you know, it's not just what he does on the pitch; it's his leadership, it's his demeanour, it's what he does in the changing room as well. I think that's going to be a loss tonight for Norwich, and we've still not got our number one in, and that's with no disrespect to Mickey, but I do expect us to concede tonight from potentially a corner kick or something like that. But yes, it's got to be a win. I'm going for 2-1. What about you, Jack?
Well, I think Forest fans would be happy that you've predicted for them to score. That they haven't scored in their last 5 and they haven't won in their last 5. Obviously, because they haven't scored. I'm going to go for a 1-0. I think it's going to be dicey. I think it's going to be cagey. I think it's just going to be another bit of individual quality that wins us the game. Let's get your score predictions in as the teams walk out onto the Carrow Road pitch. Archie Middleton, evening boys, 2-1 win tonight. Martin and Pookie and Taylor from them. Toby's watching from Leicester and says 4-1 Norwich. Did watching from Beccles, Homer Chrissy Martin.
Jack, we've got Brett Dennis watching all the way from New Zealand. Good evening / good morning / good afternoon, whatever the time difference is, to Mr. Dennis over in New Zealand. Wow, Evan is watching in Ireland. Welcome along. That was a really
lot of Irish viewers, actually. Great to see the Irish joining.
Yeah. We love the Irish. It's got it gives me that Wes Hoolahan sort of tingle inside very much. Yellow, always in the comment section, says 2-0 Nodge for me. Love that. Wow, Ben wants a time check already, mate. We've not even,
has it started, Ben?
Has it started? Because we've not started, but we are in time tonight. Hoolahan Heaven, they've been on the vodka. They say 7-0.
Oh, have they?
Jamie Everson is in the boring game. He reckons it's going to be 0-0. Harry Wotton, friend of the channel, says 2-0 Norwich. Boise on YouTube says 4-0. Gonna smash them. Love that. Absolutely love that. Watching from Heatherset, that's worth bringing you up on screen for 3-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-0, 2-0. They're all coming
all the way from Birmingham to North Carolina. Jonah, 2-0 Norwich, watching from North Carolina, US. This is the first time I've been able to watch the game and the TNC Watchalong. Usually have dreadful internet. Well, Jonah, so do we. So you're not on your own there. Welcome to the TNC Watchalong. I hope you're enjoying the live chat and everything that it brings. Chris, let's see if we're in sync. I've got Timu Pukki looking incredibly fired up, rubbing his hands together.
Yeah, and his beard is thick.
Now it's Hughton.
He's got that sort of. Yes, I am in time, and yeah, Timu Pukki is almost getting that fisherman vibe about him now.
Yeah, and I love it.
All he needs is one of those little beanie hats, and he'll be absolutely superb. By the way, I haven't seen a single prediction in this chat for Norwich to lose, and it's because the TNC Watchalong viewers are just fueled on optimism. I love that. I love it. And by the way, we need it because you know what me and Jack are like? It all starts well and then the time creeps away. We get more and more frustrated. So keep me and Jack positive tonight. Get those comments in. Oh, and Jack, one more public service announcement before we kick off. If you've got any friends, make sure you tag them, share this with as many mates as possible, get them involved in the banter, the debate, the heat of the moments, and the celebrations tonight. Share this with as many people as possible. Let's make sure we get to 1,000 viewers at all times. We need your support.
100%. 100%. And it's going to help that we've got viewers from Malta this evening. Let's get a shout out here. There are very few Norwich City fans over here. I know a few Maltese Canaries. So there's a few of you. Toby, 5-0. There's the profile picture. 3-1 win. Come on, boys. Thanks to Toby for getting the donation train started early doors tonight.
Can I say as well, Toby Gallant is an absolute legend. He's a legend. He's been having a hard time this year. And I really appreciate his support. And we need more people like Toby Gallant in the world. Absolute top man. Thanks for your support. Appreciate it. Here he is. Oh, we love Chaz Tats. He's always there with his 3/4 beer. He says, keep it low. Splendid rush. I love the chance of starting already.
Chris was picked off. Are we in time?
We are in time. Nottingham Forest have hoofed it forwards out to the left wing, and it's been collected straight away from Emiliano Buendia.
That was just classic Houghton. That you get the ball and you almost kick it to touch, and Pookie has lost the ball.
Have you seen on a very different note, Jack? I don't know why this is why we've thought this, but have you seen Nigella Lawson pronouncing
Mikrowabi?
Mikrowabi. Oh, we love it. Let's get that.
Brilliant.
Let's get that on screen. We do appreciate your support. Much appreciated. Chris's hairline has diminished more during a good start to this season compared to dreadful end to last season. Yeah, fresh trim tonight. Barber's cut it a bit short. Thanks for obviously highlighting something that I'm quite self-conscious about, but really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Ricky. Top man.
Thanks. Ricky, for the £5. I think we're all. Well, I tell you what, I think I would be in a good place to lose some hair. I'm looking weathered at the moment, but thanks to Ricky. Chris, Norwich have started bright here in the opening minute.
Oh, mate, all the time. Yeah, we have. We're keeping possession. Jakob Sorensen, he's there again. Mario Vrancic getting his head up, breezing past the Nottingham Forest midfielders. We love to see it. Wow.
And we love to see this. $14.99 super chat. The donation train is flying through tonight. Norwich are breaking forwards. It's going to be clear. Forest are up against it here. Merry Xmas, lads. Honestly, was sceptical after last season, but you boys in the last few fixtures have helped me believe again. Have a beverage on me. Jordan, whatever your name is. Thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. And I'm glad that we've made you believe, because I'm certainly not making myself believe. Here we go.
Snack choice tonight. Doritos, lightly salted with, of course, the peri-peri sauce.
Norwich breaking forwards here through Josh Martin.
That's a lovely ball. Jakob Sorensen and Joshy Martin linking up superbly. That's a brilliant ball from Mario. Nottingham Forest have almost pushed out for a corner, but they've managed to get it under control. Shola's almost retired brother managing to pick up the ball there nicely.
Great to see so many of you in the chat already. If you haven't already subscribed to Talk Norwich City, it's completely free and you'll be notified every single time we go live. And we go live quite a lot at the moment because it is relentless in the Championship. Houlihan Evans asked this a lot, so I will answer it. Jack, when's the 24-hour stream coming? You can't avoid it for much longer. Houlihan Heaven, the key principle in life is patience with football, with everything. And I am telling you, it will happen.
When will it happen, Jack?
I don't know, Chris. I don't know at the moment.
I've gone a bit quiet on it. And quite frankly, we know how dedicated the TNC fans are. They're not going to forget the fact that you said yes.
Yeah, I don't want them to forget.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Did you just say that I suggested it?
You did.
I didn't. It's a truly awful idea.
Joshy Martin is just superbly won a Norwich throw in there in our own half up against it.
I love Josh Martin. I wasn't sure the impact he was going to have on this Norwich side, but he's really, really impressive.
Great to see Lou Tux 217 always in the comments. They are.
Here we go. Go on, Josh.
Win this evening. Welcome along, lovely dog.
I need to stop complimenting players because I've just done it there with Josh Martin, and he has played the worst pass I've seen from a Norwich player all season.
Wow. Oof, Jesus. That's
horrific. No, it's because the standard's been so high.
Indeed. Ryan Fox, good evening. Good evening to you too, sir. Really appreciate it. Jimmy Anderson, time check, lads. I'm behind.
Jimmy Anderson.
Jimmy, well, first of all, thank you for your service to our country on the cricket pitch. By the way, Chris Hughton has got stylish. He's wearing some quite spectacular spectacles. Not as good as mine, of course, but up there. I have to give him credit where credit's due. Timestamp for Jimmy Anderson, 4 minutes 27 seconds now.
Oh, I'm 2 seconds ahead, which excites me greatly.
Does it indeed? Goodness me. Love this comment. By the way, Max looked like a composed striker.
He did.
He really did. Max Aarons, what a finish! And was buzzing after the game as well. Let me tell you. Matty Cancel says OTBC. We love to see that.
Oh, Emi Buendia, what a ball!
Sid T, of course, the man with the best Watchalong profile picture, as he is officially known by this community now. Sid T says, I think Sami Khedira would fit in well to this team. Sid T, if you're paying for his wages, mate, by all means, but that does look slightly. That one does look very unlikely, actually, to say the least. That's got to be a nonsense rumor. Marky's Adventures, great name. They say great channel, lads. Thank you very much.
Marky.
Really appreciate that.
Chris, I had a wonderful DM the other day. I think partners often worry what you get in your DMs, but the reality of my DMs is TNC viewers sending pictures of the fish they've caught, asking me to rate them. I had a brilliant message from someone the other day, just simply saying, "Rate my fish," and it was a stunning pike.
I tell you what, you don't want your missus to see that at all, do you?
Oh, that's a heavy challenge. Norwich coming forward.
Oh, goodness me, that's heavy on Emi Buendia.
I'll tell you what we do. We look good tonight, Chris.
By the way, Jack, that is a meaty challenge on Emi Buendia.
I think he got the ball, though.
The Nottingham Forest player has got to be careful there. This is 2020, not 1920. You cannot tackle like that anymore.
Have a little look at this back.
Mate, this
I think that's no. I can see why it's given, but he's got the ball.
Mate, there is so much meat on that, and he's.
It is in a position where Mario Vrancic smells blood.
And speaking of smelling of blood, Michael, friend of the channel, good evening to you, sir. He says, free kick stinks of Mario.
It does.
It always hefts of Mario from this area of the pitch. Left peg.
It really does.
Whip your foot around this sunshine. Get it in the top corner.
This is Mario, like, what can we call this? Just Mario distance. Not a mile, not a kilometre. It's a Mario distance.
It's a Mario measurement.
That keeper looks petrified. Come on, Mario. Mario to step up and take it with the left foot just over the bar.
Oh.
Unlucky.
Here he is. Big Bad Barry. Welcome.
Oh, Barry.
Can I just say? As Big Bad Barry does, he's responded in quite some fashion to the statement about the King of Pike. He says, I'm the King of Pike. How dare they? Lul. And I must say, Big Bad Barry, go on, Jack, rate my fish, rate that fish.
I mean, rarely do you see like the actual kind of pupil of the fish's eyes, but it's clear there that fish has got, exceptional vision. Yeah, look, it's a good. You know what? I'm going to rate it up a point for the flat cap as well. I respect the flat cap.
Agreed. Yeah, no, same thing for me.
That's an exceptional pike, Barry. I must say, your pike is quite wonderful.
Yeah, well, there you go. You've heard it here first. Jack Reeve likes.
Well, that might have been. Barry said last week that he'd got his rod out, didn't he? So that may have been when Barry had got his pike out. We're going down very dangerous territory with this because Paul, good friend of the channel, has said, "Rate my missus." She says, "Paul, I've met your good lady, and she's a lovely lady. So let's keep the fish." Theo wants to rate the horse.
Rate my missus, mate. That's on a whole other level. It really is. I don't think that. Let's not get this rate my series going. That's not going to be great, is it? Townsend likes your shirt, mate.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm quite a fan of this one. The only issue is it's got such a small neckline. I can't really get my big head through it that easily.
Wow.
And I'm not saying it's filled with brain. It's just a very large skull.
Yeah. No one wants to see you pop your big head out, Jack. So let's quickly move on. Goodness gracious me, this is getting fruity already.
By the way, Norwich City looked really good.
Yeah, we did.
Just to interrupt fish chat.
Yes, Mario Vrancic
looks
calm on the ball. It's a lovely ball. On the edge of the box. Crosses. No, he doesn't. He turns.
Forrester on strings here.
We've got Forest right where we want them under the 10-minute mark. Norwich City dominating possession, dominating play, dominating shots, dominating dribbles, dominating tackles. This has got to be going only one way, isn't it, Jack?
Rate the Norwich squad. 10 out of 10. Love them to bits.
On a serious note, if you rate that squad in terms of championship corner kick, it's a poor corner kick. Yeah, in terms of the squad, a championship squad, I'd give it a solid 9. In terms of like the championship squad, no less.
Well, definitely. Yeah, if you're rating it against other squads in the championship this season,
you've got everything. You've got talented midfield. Arguably a couple of players that should be in the Premier League, and Emily Buendia and Todd Cantwell. You've got an assured spine. You've got Tim Krul. You've got Pookie, who's a proven goal scorer at this level.
Oh, what a ball! It's through on goal. Ball!
Go on! Yeah. Oh, he tries to cross. I would have liked him to have been a little bit selfish there.
Who was that who played the ball? It was a fantastic through ball to Emily Buendia.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Josh Martin. What a pass from Josh Martin. Buendia looks for the cross ball. He should have had a shot.
What a man from the epic Twitch streamer.
Martin crosses the ball in. Oh, that's awful. Oh, go on, Mario. Edge of the box. Mario strikes it. Mario Vrancic, good save by the goalkeeper.
Mate, I'm going to have to refresh. You're too far ahead of me. I was just saying, Dan Greengrass is in the house. Top Twitch streamer. Check out his channel. He says, Martin goal inbound.
Yeah, he's looking very sharp. I must say that the creative talent tonight, Buendia, Vrancic, Martin, all look really sharp. I think this Norwich City squad look more balanced without Puemas Poeta.
Speaking of balance, bricks provide that. And Jack Lemon has said, Big Barry is a legend. Let's get him a brick on the stadium wall, Hall of Fame. Jack, that's a campaign that I can get behind, my friend. It really is.
Barry's brick. That's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. John Boy Martin special. Yeah, I think he's really taken to this first team well. I think if you're a young player, you have to hit the ground running, and Martin's done exactly that. The goal last week was very well taken.
We said that in pre-season, though, Jack. You know, we looked at him in pre-season. He was the standout player. He was the man that was doing the damage. He scored a free kick as well, by the way, in pre-season. A lot of people have forgotten that. You know, he's proven it from day dot that he's ready. And by the way, what I love is and we've done this, and this is
Forrest looked terrible, by the way.
Oh God! Don't say that early on.
Yeah, that was a commentator.
It just proves that this is our transfer strategy all over. Yeah, we bring in Marcus Edwards, bit of an attitude problem at Tottenham, supposedly, definitely, completely flopped. We bring Josh Martin in, supposedly was a bit big time at Arsenal. I don't know whether that's true or not. Stuart Webber brings him in, and look at the difference it's made to him. So you know, people moan about what hasn't gone well in terms of our transfer strategy, but let's give Stuart Webber and all of the lads in recruitment a massive.
Yeah, well, Fark and Webber apparently had to sit Martin down when he first joined, because he was fully reliant. He was expecting to just be thrown straight in the first team, and apparently they said, okay, then go and train with the first team, and he did, and he got kicked about a little bit, and that's clearly made him the man he is. Brilliant from Stiepermann. Martin's away, and as we were complimenting him, he gives the ball away. Right, I'm not complimenting Martin again tonight because it goes wrong every time I do so.
Love that. Let's just get some comments up in the from the comment section, of course. D Jam, he says, big question: how could Martin be compared to the recent crop of youngsters, in your opinion, boys? Jack, do you want to go on that one to begin with?
I think right up there. I think you always have a premium on attacking players. I think they're more in demand. Look, it's early days, and I think there's a lot of young talent that will be hoping to make an impact. Let's not forget about Ballymumba, who's been brilliant the times he's played. So, look, I think what Martin needs to do is exactly what Max Aarons has done.
Yeah,
get your head down, don't moan.
Yeah,
and and if the performances are there, then big clubs will come in, and then it's just a matter of being patient. So it seems as if Martin has maybe gone through that cocky stage early. It's been knocked out of him, and he's good to go. But from what I've seen, this season, he's been brilliant.
I absolutely agree. I think basically just do what Max does, basically. And Daniel Farke probably said that to quite a few of the youngsters. But in terms of, what we've got on our hands, D-Jam, like absolutely, we've got a player that could be as impactful as Todd Cantwell, as Max Aarons, as Ben Godfrey, as Jamal Lewis, for sure. Like 100%. You can see that already.
Oh, what a pass. Jakob Sorensen down the left-hand side as a heavy cross in, unlucky.
Oh, dear.
I think the brilliant thing about Martin, and I'm not saying he's anything like Maddison, but he shows for the ball like a Maddison or a Houlihan. He's always wanting to do something. And when you're a young player, he's clearly got the confidence to do that.
Yeah, do you know what I love as well, Jack? I love the fact that each season now there almost seems to be a breakthrough youngster. I love that about him. We're not boring anymore. It's not predictable, which I love to see. By the way, we obviously watched this game on mute to entertain you guys. But it's worth bringing up this comment. Sid T, of course, best profile picture in TNT Watchalong. He says fans at Carra applauded when players took the knee tonight. If it's true, I'm so pleased with that. We obviously completely condemn what those Millwall fans did. And so pleased to see the QPR fans, players celebrate as they did for me. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
I think that the joyous thing about Norwich fans is, we are very inclusive. And although we don't, Norfolk isn't a very diverse county. Oh, Nottingham Forest. So with the header there. Oh, no, it was Amiobi. I think we're very accepting and, it's brilliant. And I'm sure I don't doubt that we clapped tonight. Christian Hubbard, 2-0 win today. I love watching these watch-alongs. Christian Hubbard loves the super chat. Like, he stinks of a super chat. It's absolutely brilliant, Christian. Thanks so much, my friend. I'd take a 2-0. We've started bright, I must admit. Forest grown kind of into the game. They had a header there through Amiobi. We've got to be careful because they do have some quality. But Norwich City have some quality as well through Timu Pukki, who gives it to Marco Stiepermann.
No, is that Marco?
I think so.
I
must admit, Chris, I don't know if my eyes are going, but when the players are on the far side of the pitch, I find it quite tough to tell who it is.
Well, that's how I follow, my friend.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, it's Buendia. It was Buendia, I think. Yeah,
no, we love it. We absolutely love it. Right, Jack, 16 minutes in. How are you feeling, my friend?
Yeah, feeling good. I think Forest have set up exactly how I expected them to. Sadly, it's going to be another one of them games where a team comes to Carrow Road and sits on a low block. Look, I'm watching teams like Forest make me very grateful that I'm a Norwich fan because we've seen Norwich play like Forest because it's Chris Hughton and it is dull as dishwater. I would much rather be a Rotherham who are down there but actually attempt to play football and press. And I'm sure Forest will survive this season, and I'm sure they will have success under Hughton. But mate, I'd swap Farke football every day of the week.
Oh,
and it's not. The thing is, it's not even like Forest haven't got a good squad. They have. They've got the players to be attacking.
Interesting stat from Sam Ford: 79% possession from the City so far. That's high if it's true. Thanks for getting the stats in. Really appreciate you guys keeping us up to date with everything going on. Jack says, Talk Norwich City, please sponsor a Motoy.
I tell you what, if there is obviously we used to sponsor Dennis Shrabeni and Lucas Roop. We had Lucas Roop, and of course we were there before everyone thought he was great. So, a lot of people say that I was critical of Roop. Look, we put our money where our mouth was, and we love Lucas Roop, so we sponsored him. But yeah, I don't think anything's ever going to top the Shrabeni sponsorship. That was literally iconic in both ways.
It was iconic.
So good.
Yeah, and it's what we do, isn't it?
That's what I love about the TNC viewers. Like, they just got it. Like, I loved Shrabeni. I loved him. Absolutely loved him.
And he's an absolute baller.
He is.
Thing. I honestly still question why we actually got rid of him. This might sound a bit insane, but
I think he wanted game time, didn't he?
Jacob Sorensen there, unfortunately, fell over himself, but he's managed to pick back up again.
He do something special, my son.
Emi Buendia, he played. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh wow, great ball! Jakob Sorensen on the edge of the box.
Mario Vrancic. Oh, Forest struggling. claims for a handball there, not given.
Tell you what,
Emmy was furious
Jack,
with the ref there.
Norwich City have got possession right where we want it, which is, really pressing deep into Nottingham half, edge box stuff. And when you allow players like Emi Buendia and Mario Vrancic the time and the space to conduct this game, because let's not forget, they are orchestras. Mario Vrancic is like a conductor in front of violins, cellos, drums, singers, and he's conducting this Norwich City play tonight, and he's already doing it. Nottingham Forest cannot do this for 90.
That's horrible. Nottingham Forest can break here. Oh, no. They are genuinely woeful. We need to beat these.
Yeah, I told you, mate. I told you. You were worried at the start. We
haven't. I want a goal before I settle down a little bit. My heart's still ticking away a little bit. Josh Martin on the ball, though. He can do something. Goes out wide to Jakob Sorensen. Jakob Sorensen drives into the penalty box. Sorensen back to Buendia. Miss hit. Hits it again. Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper.
Ooh, it's a great save from the goalkeeper.
Makes a mistake. Miss hit on the left foot. Onto the right.
Yeah,
nearly scored. Brilliant.
It's brilliant from the goalkeeper. It has to be said, but it's a great shot on target. But not just on target, he's forced a save that obviously leaves them in a vulnerable position. Norwich City picking the ball up still. Mario Vrancic.
We look good. Go on, boys. Corner.
We are all over them like a red rash. Josh Martin. I think he's won a corner there.
I know, goal kick.
No, it's a goal kick. Apparently, I think the ref there has had an absolute nightmare. For me, that's a corner kick all day long. But there you go.
I tell you what this reminds me of, Chris. You know when you go to like the Norfolk show and you go around the food hall, and you're just picking up all the testers, all the little tasters, and you're going along the kettle chips aisle and you're getting a salt and vinegar, a cheese and onion, you're throwing it all down your gob. And then we're teasing them at the moment. We're teasing Nottingham Forest, much like, the kettle chips people sometimes think, they're just using us for testers. They're not actually going to buy. And then give it 5 minutes, bang, we buy the full packet, much like Norwich will score in a moment. It's teasing from Norwich City at the moment. Amiobi at the back post is going to fall for Taylor. Oh, my good Lord. I should not have
Bloody hell. It's
Forest with a big chance for Amiobi.
It's a big chance for Forest. They should be 1-0 up, Jack. It's a sitter. Quick public service announcement. Don't forget, we are retweeting all of your TNC setups this evening. This one from friend of the channel, Michael Brigham, is winning the TNC setup so far. We've got Christmas vibes. We've got yellow and green lighting.
I was going to say, look at the lights.
Can you top that? Tweet us at Talk Norwich City and we will retweet all of your TNC setups as a thanks for your support. Nottingham Forest with a ball in and Norwich City clear it. Welcome to the TNC Watchalong. 756 of you in the house tonight.
Well, I'm feeling good.
The numbers just keep going up and up, and it's with massive, massive thanks for all of your support. Don't forget, get your mates involved, tag them, share a link on WhatsApp, get them piling in so we can pile in the celebrations when Norwich.
Oh my God. Forest are going close here. Amiobi.
Mate, it's miles wide. Mickey's got that covered all day long.
Has he? I don't know if he has, mate.
Of course he does, for God's sake. He's Michael McGovern. He's an international goalkeeper, mate.
Amiobi worries me. But a lot of people are saying, surely Amiobi's 50. I think you're referring to Shola. I don't think Sammy's a youngster, but Sammy Amiobi, who just seems to always do something in the Championship. Timmy Pukki down the left-hand side. Can he find space? He can. He picks the ball up. He'll go back to Mario Vrancic, where he loves to pull the strings from. Mario Vrancic goes out wide to Jakob Sorensen. Sorensen whips the ball in, finds no one. Out to someone, strikes over the bar.
Skip over the bar. I'm going to retweet. I'm going to refresh again because I'm miles behind you, Jack.
Michael Garwood, Jack needs to have a little bit more respect for the supermarket, consuming all the freebies. No, Michael, you have to treat them mean to keep them keen. They shouldn't expect my custom. They should want my custom. I will tease them by having the testers and the little tasters, and then I'll go and I'll clear kettle crisps out.
Speaking of custom, this is a man that I love having his custom. Neil Luther says, if Norwich score first, we win the game. Neil, I love that. I think if we score first, we absolutely run them over, to be honest with you. I really do think that. Good stuff. So far, this is as predicted, Jack. It's a stalemate. It's 0-0.
Yeah,
30 minutes gone and 30 seconds timestamp on my screen.
Yeah, we're nearly in. I think I'm still a couple of seconds ahead. But yeah, it's never going to be one for the classic. Marco Stiepman, this is the position in which they can operate. Pookie down the right-hand side. Go on, Timu. Go on, son.
Get the ball out of your feet, son. He's done so.
Emmy.
Edge of the box to Emmy. Oh, no, he's tried to. Oh,
by
the way, that's superb from Emmy.
Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
No, don't give it. Mate, that's superb play from Emi Buendia there. He's fallen over. He's somehow got the ball out of his feet back into the Mario Vrancic conductor set up as he is. That is a saucy back heel there from Emi Buendia. They're flicking it. There's tricks. There's flicks.
They're playing, aren't they? They're teasing.
They're teasing. They're flirting with the Nottingham Forest line at the moment. By the way, they have parked the bus already like Sheffield Wednesday in the last few minutes of the last game. They cannot keep doing this. This is Norwich City's game. This is Norwich City 100%. Simon G.
I think so. I think so.
He says, Timu Pookie baby. We absolutely love that. Norwich City Twitter account is saying that Emi Buendia is pulling the strings as we speak. We love to see it. Maestro Mario is at it again, says John Boy. Yeah, agreed. He is absolutely on one. Sid T, the man with the best profile picture in the TNC Watchalong, says, kick it off. Throw it in. And we love it. Starting already. 757 of you now watching the TNC Watchalong as we stare at Chris Hughton's questionable fashion sense.
I think he looks $1 million tonight, Chris Hughton.
Yeah, he's dressing up to look good in front of his former employers, isn't he? He's got a point to prove in this game, isn't he? You know, can he turn? At the end of the day, I said this in the last stream. You can polish a turd, but you can't polish diarrhea. Nottingham Forest here are coming to try, and they're trying to desperately get something. But quite frankly, this Norwich City team should definitely get the 3 points tonight without a shadow of a doubt. Mama Reeves, she says, have a little scrimmage. Love that from Mama Reeves. Welcome along. Great to see so many of you. Love to see this. Big Bad Barrett. It's only a matter of time before we get through. Come on. I tell you, I can imagine that Pike saying that, Barry, and that's really getting me going. Jack,
I was going to say, we got in a position a few minutes ago where it was Stiepman and Pookie 2-on-2, and they're the kind of areas Norwich want to be getting into, where it's like 2 against 2 or 3 against 2. Nottingham Forest can bring the ball forwards down the right. This worries me slightly. Great run, hits the post.
Tell you what, Jakob Sorensen there, to be fair, that's where you can tell he's not a defender. He's lost the ball badly. Nottingham Forest managed to break. They pull the trigger.
Marco, that's a foul.
Marcus Stephen does so well there. And he's got the booking. Great stuff. As Jack goes, slightly pixelated. Apologies for the slight technical issues as we talk at the moment.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now. You're slightly pixelated, my friend, but, you know, perhaps that's a good thing. Mark Holloway says, come on, you Reds. Goodness gracious. Have we got some Nottingham Forest fans in the stream tonight?
How am I looking?
Pixelated, mate, but that's okay. Mate. Okay,
well, I'll give it 30 seconds, and if I'm still pixelated, I'll drop out and come back in.
You know, and then
you look HD to me, so.
Well, what can I say, mate? You know, it's that sort of quality that you invest in when you're doing watch-alongs for more than 10,000 people every game. Goodness gracious me, Jack. I mean, Norwich City at the moment, we're dominating it, so early on as well. You know, Nottingham Forest, yes, we've had a couple of chances, but apart from that, a real lack of creativity. Here we go. Jack's dropped out because of the internet. So you're stuck with me. Let's hear what you think of this half so far. Get in your statements, your rants, your questions as Shola Amayobi blasts it over the bar from distance. Let me know how you're feeling about this. Jamie Everson, he predicted 0-0, of course. He says, Forest looking dangerous now, lads. No, don't worry. We're perfectly fine. Courtney Walton says, come on, you yellows. Absolutely love that. Charles Tats, HD Chris Reeve, can think of anything worse. Loving the banter already. Dale Lovell, what I tell you what, that's a great point. This is disguise, isn't it? We all know what Jack's really gone to do. He's gone to the toilet. You know it. He doesn't want to embarrass himself. You know that. D-Jam, welcome to the Chris Reeve TNC live show. Look, you know, if you want it, you know, put some pressure on Jack and see if we can get it going. Here he is. He's in HD, just as people wanted your head, mate.
Am I back in HD?
you're back in HD, but you're on the right-hand side. So this is going to provide. People don't like it, but I'm afraid to say this is what you're stuck with now. I'm afraid. Unless Norwich concede. Sorry, mate.
We'll get swapped round when Norwich score.
Of course, because you know what happens when Norwich score. The hat comes on. Absolutely love to see that. Lorenzo Ray is already furious. No, boys, you're the wrong way around. It's freaking me out. Sorry about that, Lorenzo. You'll have to put up with it for the time being. Hey, Anderson, though, he's not happy either. He says, yeah, you need to swap. Look, I'm really sorry about this, but here you go. Michael Dealer, you never get this from Ant and Deck. Yeah, very true. Very true. Ant's always on the left, Deck's always on the right. Jakob Sorensen out wide. Mario Vrancic getting his head up. He's played a ball through the centre. Marco Stevens got it out of his feet. He's playing with it in the Nottingham Forest box. It's gone out to Mario Vrancic again. He tries a chip ball and it smashes Marco. It smashes Marco in the face. Martin out wide. Oh, it's a lovely back heel. Emi Buendia flicking up to himself in the box, by the way. Mario Vrancic. Oh, he's forced to save. Norwich City have won a corner. Almost 30 minutes in now. Norwich City by far the best side in this game without a shadow of a doubt. Goodness me, it's James Mears giving us updates from the other games. Reading are losing against Birmingham. That's, of course, a massive result for Norwich City.
What do you expect?
Exactly.
Birmingham
and
Norwich.
And Reading.
Oh, big claims for handball, not given again.
Claims for handball. I'm not sure about that. Ollie Skip marshalling it out. Nottingham Forest there have just
like a rugby game, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. They've just hopelessly lumped it forwards. Despite the fact that no one's there. Theo C. Capio, good evening. He says goal coming. Indeed, we hope to get that. Indeed, Mr. Radio Floyd, welcome along. He says pen shout. Yeah, that was a pen shout. Not sure if he would have got it. To be fair, I think it was a bit of desperation from those Norwich boys. But to be fair, we do appreciate that gamesmanship. It's something that Grant Holt said at the back end of last season that we lacked as Nottingham Forest marched forwards with the ball here. They've managed to get out their feet again. Jack, oh God, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, I tell you what, I said, didn't I? They do break with numbers when they get the ball.
They are going to score tonight. The Norwich defence just looks a bit temporary, doesn't it? It has to be said.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you throw as many players forward as we do, and viewers are piling into the stream, so welcome along to everyone. Hit subscribe. You haven't. Oh, that's a clear handball. I'm
just
watching it back.
Oh wow, his arm is up in the air, Jack. I've got that so wrong.
Yeah, it didn't look like it first time round, but
from the other angle, that's a blatant handball.
Yeah, Norwich should have a penalty, but we're coming forwards again, and there's space here for Max Aarons down the right-hand side, and we know what happens when he has space.
Go on, Maxie.
Oh,
he's taken one. He whips the ball in. Oh, God damn it,
mate! I'm not going to call for VAR, but if we had VAR, that's a clear Norwich penalty. But there was chances for Sheffield Wednesday that they wanted penalties. Great ball from Martin into Pookie, headed away.
Josh Martin, so confident, not just doing the simple stuff. He's not afraid to try something different. He does it there. He gets an early ball chipped over the top of the team in Pookie. It's delicious, in fairness. The Nottingham Forest defender is backpedaling. He's almost out of control there. He pushes it out for a corner kick as Teemu Pukki moans to the referee about that.
He's got a shout as well, hasn't he?
When Teemu Pukki's moaning, you know it's blatant because he's very much the player that just gets on with it. Norwich City corner kick now.
When Dia whips it in, rises Hanley, heads it, but only to a Nottingham Forest player. And if you're not watching this game, it is wave after wave of Norwich City attack.
It is.
But Forest have come closest, hitting the post.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's totally fair, Jack. That is the correct observation to make.
We need to score not only for Norwich City's, league championship chances, but people are fuming that I'm on the right-hand side and you're on the left. But you're going to have to wait until we score. Whipped in again.
Oh, tell you what, the goalkeeper came out there. The keeper's dodgy for Forest as well, by the way. We've got to beat these. Minus 10 goal difference going into this.
What a ball. Emi Buendia, Stiepermann.
It's a terrible ball from Markham. He's got time. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Simon Duarte, good evening in your lovely profile picture. Mixed it up. Star Wars, lovely to see. He says tidal waves. Yes, indeed, tidal waves.
Buendia. into Stiepermann.
Cameron Brown says, oh, no, that's not Cameron Brown, but I will get that comment on. Cameron Brown, more late goals, in my opinion. Love to see it. Let's make it minus 14 goal difference. Yeah, agreed. Let's try and do that if we can. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it, if we get 4 goals tonight? Yes, please.
Chris, I just think, if I'm a Forest fan, you have to kind of...
You're shitting yourself.
You have to look at this and go, can we sustain this for 90 minutes?
No.
And you might be able to against a team without a Timu Pukki or a Buendia or a Vrancic. But that my hope would come, we've been up against a lot of sides that have done this season. And it's been late, but there's no coincidence in that. It's a case of just grinding teams down. So I'm confident we'll be okay. 34 minutes in, Norwich have had all the ball. Timestamp, I'm on 34-18. That's a worry. That's a real worry. We're in sync for the first time this game. Yeah, 34 minutes on the clock. Let us know what you've thought of the Norwich performance so far. Any threats from Forest? Let us know which player you like the look of in red and white this evening. I think it's just going to be a case of can we break this Forest defence down? But it's whipped in again and well cleared by Grant Hanley, who's been exceptional tonight.
Neil Luther, cracking beard, by the way. He says, Norwich, wave after wave after wave. Just need the goal. Indeed, Neil, great usage of emojis there. Top points, great comment. Love to see it. Arch Hall. Now, this is something that I would love to see. Todd Campbell winner incoming. I would bloody love that. I really would love that. To be fair, I'd love anything. Deflected in off the arse, whatever. As long as Norwich get these 3 points tonight, I will be happy.
Wave after wave. Wave after wave, Pukki scoring. Wave after wave, wave after wave, Pukki scoring.
I don't think that's going to kick off, Jack. It's a bit too. maybe one for the Bovril boys in the City stand, but I can't see that kicking off in the Barclay.
Borough losing. NCFC Dons must be using the One Football app to make sure he's across all of the games tonight. Good news that as Norwich City come forward down the right-hand side through Max Aarons, can he find a pass inside? He's going to go alone. He's still going. He loses the ball.
Just want to do a special shout out to Rod Morrison. Love you guys. Just subscribed. OTBC. Yes, of course. We've now finally hit 20,000 subscribers, the biggest Norwich City fan channel online, and we want to get bigger. So keep subscribing, get your mates involved, and join the best community in the Norwich City sphere. Jack, 100%. Are Nottingham Forest building into this, or are they not? Be honest.
No, I don't think so, mate. I think they will have chances in this game. As Marco Stiepermann is deflected, it's going to fall for Pukki, who cuts back on his right foot. Pukki strikes it deflected.
Mate, this is going one way. This is going one way and one way only. Nottingham Forest will be half time. Norwich City are playing balls inside the Nottingham Forest box. That is criminal defending. Norwich City have got to go on to win this game. Goodness gracious me. There's been an update from the most tin pot club in the championship. Harley Plays 09 GD says 2-0 Birmingham. Look, I spoke to Brummy Joe, of course, the best Birmingham fan channel before the game. And he went, look, end of the day, Birmingham are Birmingham. We're going to win tonight. And big up. Birmingham are Birmingham. They're losing 2-0 to Reading. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for that comment. Really appreciate it. Ashley Bootle also says the same thing. Thank you very much. Lenny Millington says Barry Bath masterclass today. Goodness me. I'm sure, well, maybe Big Bad Barry will open up an OnlyFans account and
with his rod and pike on there.
Robson's in the house. Good evening to you, Robson. Really appreciate your support as always, my friend. Underrated gamer. He's always in the comments. Keep it low. We love to see that. Amanda Barnes just subscribed and loved the channel. Amanda, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Jack, let's talk about this. Aidan Townsend, who remembers the 3-3? I mean, that was.
Mate, I remember that.
That was a TNC classic, wasn't it? I mean, I think were we 3-0 down at half time?
Yeah. We're 3-0 down in the 80th minute.
Yeah, and Sky Sports wrote us off, of course. Brilliant video clip shared during the week amongst lots of Norwich fans online. That famous write-off by Sky Sports, and Norwich City came back. And El Hernandez, by the way, Timmy K did that little dummy and it fell through.
Yeah.
And I just remember just losing my head. Well,
it was
the top came off. You were going mental. The camera was everywhere. Absolute scenes.
It was balmy, wasn't it? And it almost became laughable as Norwich City can break in numbers here. Oliver Skipp really driving forwards. He's going to have Sorensen over the overlap, but he's going to go through the middle. Martin again on the ball. By the Forest way, with 10 men behind the ball. Martin's going to hit one.
By the way, it's brilliant from Ollie Skipp there. The way he carries it forwards was Tottenham Hotspur-esque. You can tell he's got it in him. You can tell.
Yeah, that season though was like the amount of late comebacks was just like when you went 3-0 down. Or 3-1 or 3 whatever, and there's 80 minutes on the clock, you were saying to yourself, weren't you, surely not again? And there was always an again. It was remarkable. And it's been a key theme throughout Daniel Farke's tenure, late goals. And at the start, you could maybe go, a bit of luck here. Will they sustain it? Yeah, we have sustained it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this could be comment of the night here from Grumpy Pear. Chris, we need you as manager. Pavarotti's Nessun Dorma blasting through the speakers, you giving the motivational speech, a Revo masterclass. Look, you know, when Farke moves on to Bayern Munich once we've won the Premier League, you know, me and Jack will happily step in and you know, do a takeover. I think we'd make quite. Would you be, Jack? I've got a funny feeling you would be the suited and booted gaffer, and I would be like the rowdy assistant coach.
Oh, are you saying I'm going to be the manager and you're going to be the assistant?
I think you would be the tactician.
Oh wow! Yeah, I'd quite like to. I think I would wear a suit.
I think I'd probably be better suited to.
Here we go. Norwich City are breaking forwards. They're not going to need me to be the head coach if we can score this. It's going to be Emi Buendia. Oh no, Steepman down the left-hand side. Go on, Marco.
Give it the final ball. There's so much space and time for Norwich. There really is. No, Jack, you know what? The dream's alive. You never know. I think you'd be a good tactician. I'd come in as assistant coach, rally the boys. Good cop, bad cop. I'd definitely be the good cop. You'd be the bad cop. I'd be putting your arms around them after you've given them a bollocking. You know, I think that'd be class. I think it'd be absolutely.
I think we would be effective. Whether that's winning games, I don't know, but we'd get something out of them. What a ball from Vrancic into Martin, who's going to find Steepman onto Sorensen.
So, by the way, we are teasing Forest here, teasing them.
Vrancic
really evident.
It's it. Oh,
it's a great chance, Mario Vrancic. By the way, George Rutherford says you'd both be booted. Yeah, we'd be booted pretty quickly, I reckon.
Win the fans over.
I think we'd be sponsored by Slater Menswear, wouldn't we? Of course. We'd be wearing Slater Menswear, yellow ties. Yeah, mate, I think, you know, there's something in that for sure. But yeah, you know, motivational speech at half-time would be quite something.
Buendia nearly just scored straight from a corner.
Emi Buendia, yeah, he almost scores from a corner there, Jack. I've not seen anything like that in a long time.
I'm going to put it out there, and I'm sure there is... Maybe one football do it. I don't know. I'm sure there is a stat. I'm going to go out there and say we have completed more passes in their box than they have on the whole pitch.
Wow.
Like, it genuinely feels like that. We are just like, I think once we score one, the floodgates open and we are coming very close. We're just not quite finding that final ball. I think Forest have the defensive solidity at the moment to keep us out. But I can't see it lasting much longer. And I'm disappointed in how negative Forest have been here, actually. Why did I expect anything else? They're managed by Chris Hughton.
Exactly. Matty wants to get pissed tonight. He says, every time Chris says we're teasing Forest drink, okay. I'll keep that up, Matty, just for you, my friend. Jack, are you moving on your score prediction? Lenny wants an update.
What did I say? I think I said 2-0. No, I said 1-0. I said 1-0.
You did. Nice as 2-1. I'm not moving.
1-0.
I'm not moving. Barry says, I feel a sandstorm is coming. Sandstorm wasn't the place. We've now moved to Zombie Nation when we score.
Look at this. 71% possession, 14 shots already, says Cameron. Thanks for the stats, Cameron. That's remarkable, isn't it? 14 shots in 40 minutes.
Wow. Lovely as well from Steve Steeler. By the way, what a name. What a name.
Yeah.
Newton will get what he deserves. Nice and aggressive comment. Welcome along to Teams. Oh no, unlucky there. Unlucky. Yes, Zombie Nation. Christian Hubbard, he loves it. Zombie Nation.
Is that what it's called, is it?
Yeah, I think it's by Kerncraft or something.
I expect nothing less than good knowledge from that. What genre of music's that?
I think it's really old 90s dance, isn't it? It's like really
it's
old.
great.
It's a class song. I actually someone Instagrammed the other day a clip from the TNC Watchalong with Zombie Nation dubbed over the top, and I welcome that content all day long. I love to see it. It's a cracking tune.
Time check 43:52.
Here we go. Look, we're getting loads of people knowing the tune. Lenny says Kerncraft 600. Ash Bootle, Kerncraft 400. Wow.
I thought they were talking about like rocket. Oh, it's whipped in by Forest. Another good chance for them. Cleared. I thought they were talking about like a rocket ship. Kerncraft 400.
Well, why not?
We're entering space upon Kerncraft 400.
John Boy said that was interesting. Jackie says it's Euro trance, right? Yeah, it's a bit trancey, but it's one of those ones where you can just belch it out with the lad, which is why I opted for that one. For the TNC Watchalong. Goodness gracious me, Grumpy Bear, swap out Zombie Nation for Ness and Dormer. Well, you know, I can actually do a good Ness and Dormer.
You can do a very good Ness and Dormer.
I can do a good Ness and Dormer. As Jack would have experienced on the way to watch England-Scotland at the Wembley Stadium once upon a time. I belted it out. But look, Zombie Nation for me is a banger and is definitely the tune of the TNC podcast. Unfortunately, we can't actually play it because we'll get done for copyright. Jack did tell me that quite early on. Wow, Big Bad Barry. Here he is. You know what? Just as I think Big Bad Barry can't get better, he gets better. Zombie Nation, I have it on vinyl. 1999. Big Bad Barry, seriously, you are man of the year. You are man of the year. I love that. Absolutely love that.
I'll tell you who's had a good game as well as Big Bad Barry. Grant Hanley. He hasn't had loads to do, but what he has done has just been marvellous.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Someone here, Philip Roper says, "Buy the rights." Simple. Jack, look, maybe Gasway can give us the money for that. I don't know. Give him a.
Well, if Philip himself wants to get involved with the super chats, then I don't know how much. I think we're looking at millions, aren't we, for the rights?
On a serious note, Jack, right? Here we go. If we got some random musician to like on Strictly where they like can't use the original music, so they had to like recreate their own music. Yeah. Maybe we could get a Norwich fan to recreate a TNC version of Zombie Nation by Kerncraft 400 or 600 or whatever it is. And maybe we're allowed to play that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe YouTube won't pick it up.
I tell you what I think would sound good. If you know if that was on like a violin. Like an electronic violin.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, you absolutely rip of an electronic violin. Honestly, you do, though, mate. You do. You do, though. You think of it. Britain's Got Talent's on. You put your and you don't clap for anyone. And then the girl with the electronic violin comes on. Yeah. And you're there absolutely buzzing. Lovely.
I tell you what I do reek of. Sorensen, what a brilliant. Oh, he's through. Go on. Stieperman. Cross it. Stieperman.
Give it.
Oh, Sorensen, he's done it.
That's what a goal. Get in there. Jakob Sorensen there. Sandstorm. Right. Here we go.
Get ready, people.
You know the time, people. Norwich have scored. I'll see you in a bit. Jakob Sorensen.
Get ready, people. Get it going in the comments.
Here we go, people. It's Watchalong. The hat's back. The lucky hat. 848 of you are in the house, and you've been welcomed by Zombie Nation. Norwich City are 1-0 up. Jakob Sorensen, it's a deflection, but it's fallen to him. And I've never seen a Norwich player hit the ball so true. It goes straight through the Nottingham Forest defender, under the goalkeeper. It's Redmond playoff semi-final, Ipswich-esque, and he nails it into the net. He goes off with a smile on his face. Norwich City 1-0 up to
Chris. The brilliant thing about this is, look, we get caught up in the emotion, right? And it's a lovely strike by Sorensen. So many people like, quit the nonsense, tell us about the goal. I forget that people solely tune in to the TNC podcast now and don't watch the game. The goal, it's whipped in, it's headed out, it's to Jakob Sorensen, and the only way to describe it is rocket fuel powered into the back of the net. The goalkeeper should save it, but as I say, if you keep on pounding, eventually you will get through the wall. And we have done that through the Danish Jakob Sorensen. Brilliant stuff. Right on the stroke of half-time. 1-0 up at half-time. Get your one-word reviews in, people. One word only. Chris, that hat. Good to see it back. Good to see it back. Brilliant.
We're 1-0 up, people. The smile is on my face. There's nothing better than breaking down a negative championship formation. Norwich City. Oh, hang on, let me recreate it. Hang on.
Toby, I still don't know what a super sticker is, but it sounds marvellous. And you put £2 in the pot. Thank you so much. Oh, Chris, thoroughly deserved. Great to go into the halftime 1-0 up.
It's great. There's some pretty questionable one-word reviews. Some of them we won't be able to put on screen, unfortunately, but this one we can. HMS Pistol League, one word if you want. We absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. I can't take it you seriously with that hat. When I go home over Christmas, I'm getting the Villa, the famous Villa away hat.
You know, yeah, do we? And you know what, Jack? When we score, that needs to be the Christmas special. You wearing the Villa cap. It needs to happen. The people need to see it again. Mate, you know what? This is too easy, this league. Mate, I'm not even drinking tonight. Mate, I'm stone cold sober. I'm on the old ginger beer. This is too easy. Norwich City are playing, but we're teasing Nottingham Forest.
Shot.
We're playing with them. We're teasing Nottingham Forest, and it was always going to come. And when it did, it blasted into the back of the net. Jakob Sorensen, Neil Luther, thank you so much, my friend.
Was going to have a half-time beer, but decided to have a Danish pastry instead. Neil, enjoy that pastry. I know what you should do is you should get it on the plate, and you should just walk past it occasionally. Tease it like Norwich City were doing with that Forest defence, and then pick it up and just wolf it down and embrace the taste, because Denmark and Sorensen, beautiful. Jakob Sorensen is brilliant.
Are you sure you've not had a drink tonight, Jack?
I had one, but it was a while ago.
He says, wearing this hat. Robson Summers, we're on our way. We're on our way to the Premier League.
Look at this, Reece Brown. Look, I can't see him. He's merely a floating head. But I've got a bottle of Go Ship. Sorensen has scored. The game is succulent. What is not to like? Reece, take it in. Take it in.
Yeah, take that in. Love that. Absolutely.
I love seeing people like Reece just living the dream.
Yeah, I do. Particularly when they're watching the TNC Watchalong as well. Welcome, by the way. 913 of you are in here now. Share it with your mates. Get them involved for the second half. Loads of banter. I'm wearing a crap hat. Why not? Why the hell not? The question is now, Jack, what does Chris Hughton do? Because
he cries and he goes, I've ruined yet another football team.
Could you imagine his team talk? All right, lads. Well, we're 1-0 down, and I thought we defended really well. Actually, I thought it was a really positive performance, and just more of the same in the second half, lads. Yeah, I think that'd be really good.
Sammy, brilliant that you've had a shot. Great work, Sammy. More of the same, and let's just go out there and try and lose 2-0.
Do you know what? And I'll throw Russ under the bus here. Now he's gone. I can say this. I'll never forget what Russ told me. Right, and he said to me, Chris Hughton was always such a bad motivator, right? Because what he used to do is he used to do his team talk, and then just before the lads went out the changing room for the first half or the second half, he would say, if we concede, that would be what he would say. So psychologically in your head, the last thing you're thinking as a player is, all right, so we're going to concede. Like in terms of self psychology and the basics of motivation, that's just nowhere near the mark. I always found that a real interesting thing. Oh, by the way, we've been reminded, Jack. Oh, Jesus, wow.
Jack Lemon, this is our confidence. If we don't win the league by February, I'll donate £1,000 to the Kofi page. Well, Jack, you've been on screen now. We've got the proof.
Yeah, we have got the proof.
I can see him repping
by the way, Mike, Jord is doing our job. He says, one football, lads.
Oh, blimey. Thanks, George. One Football are brilliant. And you can go on the One Football app right now. The link is in the description. I love TNT viewers. Go into the description, download One Football. And what I really recommend doing, and I'll do it right now. Okay, you go on the One Football app. And the brilliant thing about the One Football app is it's really quick to load. You go to Championship and you click on what's called the league table. And what you do is you scroll to the very top and you will see that Norwich City are at the summit. And that's what's great about One Football. It's live. And what you can also do is, I love doing this as well. I do this on a near daily basis. What you do is you go to League One and you click on League One and then you scroll right down to the bottom of the table and you can see Ipswich Town. In all seriousness, One Football is brilliant. They help us. They love the game. The One Football are the equivalent of a night with a ghost ship watching Norwich City win. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thanks to One Football. Download it in the description. Thanks to Leo for reminding us. We haven't forgot. I promise.
Yeah, no, it is indeed. Martin Wagner says, Chris, how are your sheeps doing? Yeah, love that. A. Anderson, Tin Pot Town. By the way, it's a shame Ipswich aren't playing tonight because we normally have a bit of banter around Ipswich. But they've survived the banter tonight. David,
I think it's quite kind of the EFL actually to give Ipswich fans a midweek off because it must be so draining. Just watching them get pummeled by Oxford and Accrington and Plymouth.
Just pummeled over and over, aren't they? David Berman, the man, the TNC man with the best cocktail. He says, Ipswich Town, you've got to love them. Pissing myself laughing. Yeah, you do. You really do. It's hilarious. I actually, one of my hobbies is laughing at Ipswich Town. I love it. Oh, I love that.
Sausage salad.
There you go, the sausage seller hat. It's been officially christened the sausage seller hat. Archie Middleton, thank you very much, man. He says Jurgen Klopp has posters of Jack on his bedroom wall. I'm going for a 2-1 win. Same as me, Archie. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate your support as always.
You've got posters of me in your bedroom, have you?
Well,
Archie, thanks, my friend. Archie loves the game. Loves Yarmouth.
By the way, we need to get this man in on the chat, of course. The best legal man in America, of course, of Hoffer and Webb, the best legal entity across the United States and probably the world, quite frankly. Where is Hoffer? I've lost him. Where's Hoffer? Get Hoffer back.
No, you don't lose Hoffer. Hoffer's here.
There you go. So this is interesting. So Hoffer said to me the other day, we were talking about American politics, and I went, you know what, Michael? You know what, Michael? You know what? You know how much you hate Donald Trump? That's how much we hate Ipswich Town. And he was like, right, I'm going to call them Trump Switch Town from now on. So there you go. Michael Hoffer of Hoffer and Webb, welcome along to the TNC Watch Along. Thank you for your support as always, my friend. Lovely.
Chris, in all seriousness, you know, we've sold our Bavarian sausages and we've done all that good stuff. A positive half for Norwich City, like once again proving that if you keep knocking the door, eventually it will open.
It's a breeze, honestly. It really is a breeze. You know, Michael McGovern may as well have his deck chair out at the moment. You know, the ish. Probably not. You know, Nottingham Forest have had a couple of chances, but Norwich City have been dominant throughout, playing it through the lines. You know, some prowess about them. You know, as I've said before, Mario Vrancic, the orchestrator in that midfield, picking up the ball, gliding forwards as he does, the Bosnian Beckham, doing what he does best. You know, Chris Hughton set up negatively, and he's going to get a negative result. It's absolutely brilliant. Emi Buendia, flicks, tricks, you know, frills as well. Joshy Martin learning on the job, is almost emulating that on the pitch tonight. Timu Puki getting those runs in, creating space for Magic Marco to get in. This is the Norwich City that we know we're capable of. And we've said, Jack, so far, by the way, that Norwich City overall...
Sorry, you're speaking such sense, but that hat...
But, mate, at the end of the day, we've been in what? Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4 all season. Yeah. And tonight it's a Gear 5, Gear 6 performance, which we've cried for. Yeah.
No, I'm thinking it's like Gear 2, and we're about to go in Gear 5 and scare them.
Wow, Jesus, mate, we've been dominant. We've scored. You can't ask for more. That's a Gear 5 performance for me.
I mean, yeah. No, I agree. I think. Look, we've come up against so many of these teams this season, and it's a compliment that Forest and Wickham and all these teams come to us and sit back, because look, I think Forest could go another game here without scoring. Just watching, is this the highlight back? I don't really know. No, it's not the highlight back. I'm really, really pleased for Jakob Sorensen though, because he's
I am.
He's been, and again, he kind of reminds me of Max Aarons in a sense. He just goes in there. He doesn't moan. He doesn't, you know, get upset that he's not playing in his preferred position. And he's just embracing the opportunity that's been given to him. And I think that's brilliant. I think it epitomises what Norwich City under Daniel Farke is about, giving players a chance. And he's repaying the faith.
It does. I'm genuinely really proud of Jakob Sorensen. I feel like I'm his father. Every time he comes out on the pitch, I'm just so proud of him. He's putting such promising performances as well, which is absolutely brilliant.
No, he really is. Great point from Dan. Sorensen's a model professional. I
agree.
I think it's very hard to disagree with that. This is a shout from Chaz Tats. When do we get to go in the official TNC box at Carrow Road? Look, Chaz, they're expensive.
They are expensive.
They're not cheap.
The dream's alive, though. You know, people never thought we'd sponsor Dennis Shrubeni. We pulled it off. You know what? Clip this up. One day, commercial, Norwich City football.
Imagine the TNC Watchalong box. It would be the Bavarian sausage seller. It would be Barry with his what's he got? A pike. He's got Chaz Tats on the beers up the corner.
Cheesy geezer with his cheese.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be a lot of good food in there. There'd be a lot of beer. There'd be a lot of good times. Look, maybe we can make it happen. I know people from the club watch this. Look, if you want to give us a knockoff box that you can't sell, we'll have it. Archie does gaming. Chris, who's your favourite Norwich player? Look at that little little profile pic.
As a creative profile picture, love that. Archie does gaming. My favourite Norwich player at the moment, I do love Anel Hernandez. Even though he's not in the squad, I love his personality. I love what he brings to this team, and we saw that in the tunnel in the city.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
Great to see the injured players getting involved in the celebrations at the end of the game. So I love Anel Hernandez, but in terms of my favourite Norwich player, I think I would have to say Max Aarons, to be honest with you, because he's just assured, he's consistent, he's class, and I love watching him play. I love watching him play. Who's yours, Jack?
I don't know. Oh, is this the second half or is this the first half? We are about to kick off the second half. For this season, I'm actually going to say Mario Vrancic. I just think he's so unique in the way he plays football. It's effortless. It's just like a wonderful Austrian painter gliding his brush across the canvas and creating, memories with each and every swaying motion. So that's brilliant.
How are 854 people watching you talk about Austrian painters?
I don't know, mate, but I tell you what, there's 852 people watching the Bavarian sausage seller and the man who struggles to get his head through the neck of my t-shirt, watching this Norwich City team glide to the summit of the championship table. We're underway, 45 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock for those of you gagging for a time check.
Let's get your second half predictions. How does this game finish up? Christopher Woolner straight away in there. Don't know what he's doing in his profile picture, but he looks like
he's a chef. That looks like a chef to me.
Oh yeah, he's tossing. 3-0 Norwich City, he says. Absolutely love that. Big Bad Barry. Mario is my man. A. Anderson, throw it in. We love to see it. So many good predictions. Christian Hubbard, friend of the channel, says 2-0. Will Butcher's not moving. He says 3-1 Norwich City. We love to see it. Chaz Tats says keep it low. Love to see it. Jack Lemon, all over the comments tonight. What a man. He says fuck life. Jack, how... I can't wait to see us.
Nottingham Forest have a corner, just to throw that in there.
No, I cannot wait to see us dominate Nottingham Forest.
No, they do factually have a corner.
No, I know, but
that's even worse than their performance. If I were just witnessed, I think he's done his hamstring. That just sums up Forest. Oh, they're awful. David Metcalf, if you're watching, mate, the lovely man behind the Gasway sponsorship. Honestly, I would need like 7 boilers in my house just to keep me warm.
He needs to convert to Norwich, doesn't he? He really does. I don't know. I couldn't watch Nottingham Forest every week.
I mean, I watched Notts County pummel Bolton, and I think Notts County would beat this Nottingham Forest side.
Wow. Talk about stoking up the Nottingham Forest fans, Jack. Goodness gracious. Kane Wootton is in. He's hello, good evening to you, Kane. He says Tim Krul, my favourite player. Easy. Yeah. Tim Krul is probably my second or third, actually. He's classed him, and he's a great...
Oh, no, Forest attacking. I knew I shouldn't have said this.
Oh, Jack.
No, it's not cleared. It's cleared straight to their play, and that's going to go out for a goal kick.
These men against boys. Where's your confidence? Pick it up.
Harry.
He says Yellow Army. Sorry, mate, you go.
Harry, Farker was never off the horse. He was just going into a slight trot, and now he's galloping through NR1 this evening.
Oh, we love to see it. Galloping through NR1. Lovely job. Christian
still playing a bit higher up here, and I like it because I think Norwich City can get in behind them.
There's been quite a good question here from Oliver Lawton. I'm not sure about the profile picture, but he says, favourite away day? What's your favourite away day, mate?
For kind of scenes and just craziness, Palace away. We lost, but it was brilliant.
Palace is a dive. Absolute dive.
Yeah, but we had a good time there, didn't we? The concourse at half-time.
Jack, we lost.
I know, but the concourse was brilliant. Yeah, I don't know about Palace.
One of my favourite away days ever was actually the old Boleyn ground, West Ham.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny House and Pigeon.
No. Oh, thank God. I thought it was a penalty.
That was a classic. Absolute classic.
Yeah. No, hang on. Favourite away day. Everton, when Seb Basong scored a last-minute winner, Danny Pacheco was sat next to me, and we shared an intimate moment. That was brilliant. There's been some corkers, isn't there? I always like going to like Burton, Rotherham. That's always good fun.
Speaking of corkers, here's a corker of a comment from Harvey. By the way, such a stylish profile picture, may I say. He says, how about a TNC community stand? Look, the TNC community stand is big enough. There's 800 people in here right now. Maybe we should... I'll get on the phone to Ben Kensel and make sure that we, put ourselves up for sponsoring that next season. Luke Moran. Watching along from Boston, MA. Go Canaries. Yeah, I love that. And I love that profile picture as well, Luke. Thank you so much for your dollars. We really appreciate it, my friend. You're paying for my next dodgy hat.
I need $1. Dollar is what I need.
You need $1. I need a goal.
Mickey McGovern, you're so fine. Kofi, thanks to James and George for donating. He asks, will the wearing of hat be compulsory on the end of season sail to Yarmouth? I assume that's aboard HMS, Pistol League. Look, all silly hats welcome. The Bavarian sausage sellers, the Villa away hats will, I'm sure, be out in force throughout this season.
And Jack, don't forget, when we're back at Carrow Road, I'm very serious about this. There is going to be a TNC pub extravaganza pre-match. We're going to go into a pub. We'll let you know on our socials where we're going to be. Hopefully, we don't get beaten up. And you can all come along and get on the beers with Jack and I. We're really looking forward to that. And we want to say thank you to all of you guys. We're not paying for all the beer, but it'd be great to meet you all there. It really would.
And if you've got a pet pike, then bring that along as well. We'd love to welcome all of you. Max Aaron's down the right hand side. He's got the chance to cross the ball in, but he's going alone like he always does. Max,
he's done it.
Maxie, he's
mate,
good at football.
He's so confident, that lad. The Barcelona, Teemu Pukki is holding his head on the floor, not because he's injured, but because he's frustrated. He's frustrated. Yeah, he is. Oh, no. Or has he pulled something? I don't think he has. Max Aaron's here. Flip-flop between the feet. Real quick play. Gets the ball in. Oh, no, he has been caught. Teemu Pukki was caught there. I think he'd be all right, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Nasty one on the ankle. Should be okay. Great shout. Oh, stop doing replays when there's action happening, I follow. Fuck's sake. So annoying.
Yeah, it's pretty crap.
Anyway, I saw a great. This is Aussie B, best away day, Villa. Yeah.
Villa's good, and I think it was Colin. Someone said something about the Vine, which was a great shout.
Pukki, Stiepermann.
It's a great save. It's fallen to Pukki. There's so much time. It's a pirouette. The audacity from Emi Buendia to try a pirouette about 2 yards out from the goal there is what we love to see. We do love to see.
Great save by the keeper. Really good save. Should have been 2-0 Norwich.
It should have been. Dan Greengrass says that I owe Nando's.
Do you?
Possibly. We'll quickly move on. Show X Datrill, welcome along. The man with probably the best name on YouTube says goal time. Yeah, I agree. Norwich City have got another goal coming in. And Jack, you know what? If we score before the 60-minute mark, we win this 5 or 6.
Do we?
We win. If we score before the 60-minute mark, Nottingham Forest are going to fold like a pack of cards, my friend. So I hope we do it.
Wow. No, mate, I hope we do. I hope we do too. Blackburn and Bristol drawing. That's a good result for Norwich City. Colin Rogers, great to see you. I think, don't we call Colin the kind of the calmness of this comment? Always just putting real clarity in.
Yeah, he's always here with the sensible suggestions. Oh, Ollie Skipp's been booked for a supposed late challenge on Nottingham Forest.
Chris, you know John Boy, the kit man?
Yeah.
I think he looks identical to Oliver Skipp.
No. John Boy's got a Parker haircut, mate.
Mate, I think he looks so similar. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's he's got a brilliant jawline, hasn't he?
Well, what can we say? We absolutely love that. Simon's Universe of Music channel says 5-0 Norwich. We love to see it. Cameron Brown with an update. Preston 3-0. Thanks very much.
Who are they beating?
No idea. Jack Berman says McGovern clean sheet ? Don't talk it up yet. That's
wow. Preston beating Middlesbrough 3-0. What a turn up for Alex Neil that is. This is a great point from It's not Eleanor. And let's not get too carried away at the moment, but let's do it. If we get 3 points tonight, it will be a nice little gap to third place. It will be. Forest are throwing more men forwards here, and that kind of pleases me because Norwich have such goodness going. Oh my God, who's that Oliver Skipp? Bloody hell.
Jack, it's a shame, and it's a shame actually, because Nottingham Forest, of course, have to commit men forwards to try and get something out of this game. It is opening up pockets of space, but Norwich City, of course, there's no need to do that there. It's a silly challenge from Emi Buendia. No, don't complain, mate. He's given a foul away right on the edge of the box. That's poor for Emi Buendia, it has to be said. No, Jack, I was just going to say...
Is he smiling?
I was just going to say, in terms of attacking options, is it only Toddy really that we can bring on here?
Hugill?
Hugill,
yeah, you've got Hugill, haven't you? So I'm actually surprised how many first-team players we've been able to name on the bench. Michael Worden, look at him, sing up the Barclay. Sing up the Barclay. Completely agree, Michael. We'll be singing up the Barclay. Any snake pitters wanting to sing back, get involved in the comments. Wickham, equaliser from Bradley Baker. Has he scored the equaliser, Bradley Baker? I don't know. Good on Wickham, though. Well done. Oh, Nottingham Forest goes short. Oh, Pookie. Go on, Pookie.
Oh, go on, Timu. He's won the ball in the edge of the box. He's breezing forwards here. It's 2-on-2. It's 2-on-2. The Nottingham Forest players have got back really quickly, to be fair. Max Aaron's out on the right-hand side. Oh, he's played out wide to Josh Martin, who's floating about the midfield elegantly. He's got his head up. He's got an early cross in.
That's absolutely brilliant from Norwich City. It was a poor free kick from Norwich, but Pookie, bang, hits them on the counter.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that's excellent, turning defence into attack. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Cameron Brown with a great shout. Dowell's an attacking player, isn't he?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, great shout, yeah.
Is he on the bench? Have I missed that?
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Oh, good. Love it. Love Kieran Dowell.
Corner, anyway. 54 minutes on the clock. Oh, no, sorry, 55 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock for everyone watching.
It's a very poor corner. It's not beating the first man, as some hipster Norwich fans say. Don't matter. Have got the ball back to Mickey McGovern. It's gone out wide to Max Aaron's on the right. Let's see what's going on in the comment section.
Big fan of Mickey.
Yeah, I love that. It's me, James E. says Amotoy also on the bench. Yeah, and it has to be said, and I know Daniel Farker said this in his post-match, his pre-match today. I was very impressed with Amotoy. He's only had a couple of cameos so far, but the way that he just made the mature decision against Wednesday, he didn't try and do anything silly. He didn't try and make a name for himself. And inevitably he has as a consequence, but he picked the ball up and he just dragged it into the corner flag. Yeah, super mature decision, and I loved it. I'm really optimistic about Amotoy. I think he's a top young player.
Yeah, that's been the thing that's impressed me most with all the youngsters is, none of them have necessarily... Well, actually, that would be unfair. Some of them have really wowed me with their skill, but just they all seem so mature and just doing the basics right. And I think that's so important when you're breaking into the team. You don't have to be a really talented footballer in this division. You've just got to do the basics. Susanna, great to see you. Are you in Waitrose? Are you putting the Christmas decorations up? You seem to always be multitasking when Norwich are playing. We haven't got the sound on, but I'm sure it does sound marvellous to hear the fans back in Carrow. Loads of people we know at the... Oh, what a ball. Martin in behind. Oh, just a bit heavy, unlucky. Norwich probing for a second goal there.
Yeah, we are indeed, which we like to see. Chaz Tats clearly on the beers. I'll be looking forward to European away days in 2022. Well, that's the dream, isn't it, Jack? Once we get that TNC match day experience in Europe, it's game over. That'll be the channel over. Mission completed.
Yeah, what we do is we get our first round Europa League qualification draw somewhere in, I don't know, Tajikistan or something. We move out there and we create Tajikistan Canaries, and we all buy out there and we live abroad.
By the way, Nottingham Forest
for another European away day.
Nottingham Forest have done very well there. It has to be said. And Emi Buendia He's on a knife edge here. He's been booked. I think it was actually for dissent. He's still shouting at the officials.
He said clear foul.
And by the way, yeah, it is. And to be fair to the Forest player, it's great play. It's brilliant play. And they've won a free kick in a very, very, very dangerous position here. Very dangerous.
This is where you've got to be clever, because there wasn't much danger there. And Emi, we know what Emi's about. He's wanting to do everything, isn't he? But just let Skip clear it up.
I know. And by the way, let me know.
Now given Forest a shot on goal there.
Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with it. I must admit, I think I'm bringing Emi off now. I just cannot risk him getting a red card.
Yeah, no, great shout.
On a booking, frustrated. I know he's talented, but it's just a worry for me, mate.
And we've got the options tonight, haven't we? Todd will be
mate. Exactly.
Desperate to get on there.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. We all love Emi, one of the most talented players to ever play in a Norwich shirt for me in terms of raw.
Anyway, Forest have got a free kick here in a very dangerous position. Amiobi standing over it. I think he'll probably be the one to hit it.
Come on.
The referee blows his whistle. It's going to be struck. Oh my God, I thought it was in.
It's narrowly wide by the looks of things.
That's why we've got to be careful.
Lots of people, Lots of people are agreeing with me. Dylan J says, agreed, Chris, bring on Todd, bring on Cantwell, Emmy off Dowell on, says Kevin England. That's Merry Christmas, Kevin. Merry Christmas. What a lovely profile picture that is, mate. Love
he just
that.
looks happy.
Yeah, let's get him up again. Kevin English.
He's just content with Norwich.
You know what? You know what? That's profile picture of the night. Kevin English, congratulations. Great. Profile picture of the night in the watch-along. Welcome. 817 people, Norwich fans, watching the TNC watch-along. I'm Chris. I'm with Jack, and I'm wearing a stupid hat, and we're talking nonsense as Norwich City are 1-0 up. Jack.
That sounded like the start of like introducing yourself at a presentation. Hi everyone, I'm Chris. This is Jack. Yeah, we talk nonsense. Oh, that's a silly foul, Zimmerman. No, it's going to be another booking, surely.
I have to, Jack. Honestly, I know this sounds extreme, but Norwich are losing it at the moment. We are in the descendancy at the moment. We're losing the ball. We're committing silly challenges. Nottingham Forest, by the way, the Nottingham Forest players he's looked for that. He's wrapped his hands around him, and that's not a free kick. But we are making silly mistakes at the moment. We're not carrying the ball forwards as much as we like. Mario Vrancic hasn't seen as much ball, if any, in the second half, which is worrying. You know what? 60-minute mark. I'm bringing on my man. I'm bringing on Todd Cantwell now. I'm possibly bringing on Hugill as well.
What midfielders have we got on the bench tonight? Is it Tete? Is that it?
Tete and Toddy.
Is McLean back?
No. Dowell, mate.
Okay. I just think
let us know the bench because we clearly don't know it.
We're losing the battle slightly in midfield. I think the game has changed somewhat from the first half, and Forest they're throwing more men forwards. They know that they have to do something. The first half performance was absolutely pathetic. Yeah, McLean is on the bench, so he's an option. I'm agreeing with Chris here, though. I think we do need to make a change. I think we just need to change the setup a little bit. Great ball in, McGovern.
Oh, McGovern's always there. The Norfolk Buffon collects the ball easily. Yeah, I think it's sub time. I think a lot of people want it as well. Lots of people in the comments saying...
Are you the same as me at the moment? Every time you see a Norwich player go down for like more than a second, you just get like crippling anxiety that it's another long injury.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know what's going on at the moment. I really don't, but it's ridiculous. By the way, Mr. Sensible, Colin Rogers, has said he agrees with me. I should be a coach. Oh, there you go.
Voice of reason.
Appreciate that.
I love that from Mickey McGovern. Did you see that? Calm down. Yeah, love that from Mickey. Calmest man in our...
Yeah. Right, Nottingham Forest have made a change. Chris Hughton has probably brought on another defender.
He's brought off their striker.
Has he? He's brought on a striker. Wow.
No, he's brought off their striker.
Oh, of course he has. Absolute classic. Absolute classic.
Oh, Taylor's storming up the stairs. He's clearly unhappy. He was their only striker on the pitch.
Ryan says it's Toddy time. Aidan Townsend says Deerham Deco. George says Deerham Deco.
I love that. Go back to that profile picture. Look at that. Farker in his playing days.
Wow. On his knees, hands behind his back. Happy days.
Chris, the first 20 minutes of this second half has been scrappy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Norwich have struggled to get into full flow. Just as we said, this was a Gear 5, Gear 6 performance. It's gone down to Gear 3, mate. We've not managed to carry the ball. I'd like to see the possession stats. If someone can find them for us, I'd appreciate it. Oh, by the way, that's shite from Forest there. They've just somehow kicked out a play for Norwich throw.
Go on, press him, Timu. Press him.
Damon Claxton on YouTube, lovely profile picture there, by the way, says Chris Hughton would play 2 goalkeepers if he could. Yeah, agreed. Probably 3 or 4.
Forest, to be fair to them, throwing men forwards here, an overlap here down the right-hand side. It's going to be whipped in. It's going to be met. Oh, big chance for Forest. Good clearance by Max Aarons off the back of his skull. Yeah. Look, even when he's not facing the play,
people are coming back with possession stats, which is great to see. Christian says 69. Amanda says 62. Which one's correct here, guys?
Bevy, I'll tell you what, Bevy's right because he's used one football. 62% to Norwich. There you go. Bevy's got the app. Download it in the description, everyone. You'll help us. Help Norwich. Look, if you download one football by the end of this episode, they've said that Norwich will win the league by March. That's part of that's in the contract. So
Absolutely. James Hale, he's starting to get a bit worried. The man with also another iconic profile picture. He says, got to be careful here and not get sloppy. Yeah, and I think I agree with that. We're not sloppy just yet, but you naturally, as a Norwich fan, you're worried that it's coming, don't you? And that's why we've got to make a change. Martin Winter with a big shout here. He says, take off Skip. Walking red card. Wow.
Disagree with that. Norwich coming forwards here. They're into fifth gear. It's going to be, that is nearly delicious.
Almost.
Yeah, Norwich are in cruise control here. And there's always signs and it says tiredness kills, take a break. I think we need to, hop into the service station, get a very strong coffee and go again for this second half of the journey, because just quieting off a little bit and it potentially be dangerous. Second incoming, says Neil. This is great. I always love this. There's points in the stream when me and Chris dip slightly, energy levels dip. Chris is munching into his Doritos, which is brilliant. But there comes a point when we need the TNC viewers to really just carry us over the line. And Neil's in there, second incoming, and already I feel it. I feel the passion from Neil. I feel the passion from the TNC viewers as Marco Schliekman bursts forwards. Neil could be very correct here. If he finds the pass to Timu Pukki, he does find Timu Pukki. He strikes it. It goes across goal.
It's not the best shot. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Yeah, not ideal.
Lots of people ask me what dip I've got. Just to put this on screen. This
is a double dip.
No, I'm not. No. Oh God, I apologise. It's after the watershed now, mate. So you can say that. This is lightly salted Doritos with peri peri, medium peri peri. Get on it. It's class in a Mexican dish as well.
Yeah, where's that from?
No idea, to be honest with you, but it's class. Absolutely class. I think it was a Christmas present a few years ago. Good to see the chance. Underrated gamer. He's always in there. Keep it low. Love it. Splendid.
Last couple of minutes that they've heard Neil here, and they are pressing for that second goal. Timestamp for anyone: 66 minutes and 56 seconds on my clock.
Correct. Indeed. Norwich City. No.
Oh, hello. Oh,
how has he missed that?
Sorensen
again. How has he missed that? There's lots of time there. Oh, he's offside. Fine. Right, as Neil said, as our good friend Neil said, the goal is coming. To be fair, the Nottingham Forest player gets in front of Jakob Sorensen there. So sorry to blame him there.
This is excellent insight. Jack Bowman. I love how Mickey McGovern dives like Woody from Toy Story being launched across the toy room. You don't get this kind of insight anywhere else.
You don't. You really don't. Absolutely, indeed. Rob with a huge comment. He says, Chris, time to lose the hat. When the energy dips, show your fresh cut. You'll have the chance to put it back on in no time. No, look, Rob, don't lose the hat because it's luck, yeah? You've got to just keep it consistent. Hold it together. If Norwich concede, the hat comes off.
Yeah.
But for the time being, we're winning. The hat stays on. That's the rules. But I respect your comment, but I'm gonna turn that down, I'm afraid. Oh, blimey, Nathan Leggett. This is controversial. He says that dish stinks of Roy's. Mate, you know how much I love Roy's, but no, it's definitely not from Roy's. If not, I wouldn't be using it.
That hat has seen 3 Norwich goals now. How many goals did the light hat see? Is that still an?
Yeah, no, the light hat's here for next time.
Oh,
they're just in case. But yeah, I think this is now the record hat. It's seen the most goals. Norwich City clear the ball to no one. Jack, we're not in this game. You can tell because we're just literally talking pure nonsense here.
Yeah, no, Michael Manson, what is that on your Swede, Chris? Well, it's the lucky hat, Manson. Missed it. Good to see you. Yeah, the game has died off a little bit. Forest had their fun, didn't they? They pressed forwards for a good 5 minutes, and then Houston took the striker off to eliminate all possible attacking outlets. But they are still very much in this game at 1-0. We need a second to calm us down. We are growing slightly into the game. I do worry, though, as minute by minute passes, I want to be seeing a substitute soon.
Yeah, I do, Jack, because Nottingham Forest are building into the game slowly but surely. It's obviously much harder for them with the quality, but they are building into the game. They are building.
Hat is slowly rising up your head.
love it.
I love
it so much.
This is a great point. Kingdom Hansel, even if Quintilla comes back or we get another left back in January, Sam McCallum, do you think we should keep using Sorensen? Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Don't fix something that ain't broken, people, as they say. David Berman, the man with the best cocktail, he says, you guys should wear Christmas hats. Jack, when are we wearing Christmas jumpers on the watch-along, please?
Well, it will be post 18th of December when I head back to sunny Norfolk. So soon we will get the Christmas hats on, for sure. Knockhart's coming on. Yeah, I saw that. Anthony Knockhart, who has scored against us before, I believe, Brighton. And I don't want to pull too many parallels, but it was Michael McGovern in goal that day. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. And Norwich City gets
him as well. I really don't like him as well, which is frustrating, to say the least. Oh, dear.
Who's he replacing?
James Hale injecting some energy. He says, Pookie hat trick with a wink face. Hey, love that. The hat's on, the hat trick comments
Anthony Knockhart is a good player. We need to be wary.
We do indeed. And A. Anderson is furious. Come on, Fark, change it up. Yeah, we do really need to change it up. We do. Dan Greengrass says, great to see Jason Mraz on the TNC watch along. I'm yours, Dan. I'm yours. Yeah, we do love to see it. Michael Hoffer, of course, the finest legal supplier in the world, says, and what of the return of Sam Byram? Does he get a place? I love that guy. Jack, Sam Byram. He was. Are you calling him the Hoff now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. I'm happy to write it.
I love that. He often voice messages me after the games in that piercing American accent he's got, and just fills me with confidence that Norwich City will be promoted by like next week. But no, Sam Byram. It's a shame about Sam because he's clearly a fantastic player, but just injuries after. He kind of reminds me of Louis Thompson in a way. Like when he plays, he's really good, but he's just never fit. And it's been sadly a recurring theme of his.
Jack, 71 minutes
and coming forward here.
6 seconds on the time.
Dangerous here.
Nottingham Forest. Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal. Oh my fucking god!
Straight from across. Yeah, Anthony. I told you. Look out for Anthony Knockhart.
Fucking hell.
McGovern's fuming. It's gone straight in from the cross.
It's poor.
It's poor. We've been lackluster for the last 10, haven't we?
And they'll be delighted with that. Obviously, it's a brilliant. I think it's actually. Is it a cross? Is it a shot? But it doesn't matter. It's gone in. It's gone in. The hat's off. And by the way,
has to do better there.
Does he? No, you know what? If you want to blame anyone, why is Mario Vrancic not sprinting out to his man? I think that's probably what McGovern's not happy about, And here we go. The comments are coming in, and we've said it. Should have made the change 5 minutes ago. Jimmy, we should have made the change 10 minutes ago. We should have gone on to win this game. And, hindsight's a great thing, of course. But, we said it. This game was spiraling. We were in the descendancy. We weren't controlling the game. Emi Buendia picks the ball up. No, he's lost it again.
Look, there's still 20 minutes of this game left. And, Emi, come on, man. You've got to be careful on the booking as well.
Why is Daniel Farker not changed it, though? It's so obvious that we needed a change. We've sat on our hands and we've waited for Nottingham Forest. We've just waited for Nottingham Forest. We've waited for them to build. Yeah, Chris Hughton makes 2 changes. They go and score one.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because they were literally nowhere in that first half. And we got the goal at the perfect time. And the first 10 minutes of the second half is when you really want to kill the game off, and we haven't really had the chance to. We haven't, we've just lost. The game has changed. Forest are throwing more men forwards, which changes the dynamic of things, and Norwich haven't adapted. And what I've been really impressed with Daniel Farker this season is his ability to change a game during it, and he hasn't done that so far.
Sam wants to change. He says Cantwell, McLean, Hugill, get them all on. Yeah, I agree. 3 subs. By the way, Norwich here. Oh my God, it's fallen for Forest, and luckily it's gone out for a Norwich free kick. Mario Vrancic on his backside. He gets up straight away, though it's not an injury. Eric97, good to see you. He says, bring on Cantwell. Yeah, I agree. Bloody hell. You know, it's so frustrating, Jack, isn't it? But it's so frustrating, though, isn't it? Because we've been cruising. We've been cruising this game. Nottingham Forest have been shambolic. They have been shambolic.
Well, first half they were.
They've had spells throughout, but there's always been a lack of quality. And then Anti Knockout comes on. It's a great sub from Chris Hughton, to be fair, and he delivers. And
well, this is the thing with Forest, right? And that's why I didn't want to. Emmy's got to be really careful here. Really careful. Forest have the ability. They've got quality in that squad, and they have the ability to bring on Knockout that not many Championship clubs do. So we have to make sure that, look, it could be a late onslaught. We are making a double substitute here. Tete coming on and Todd Cantwell. Tete on for Martin. Oh, no, Tete. Look, Tete and Cantwell are coming on. We wanted to see Cantwell, didn't we? And we're going to be seeing this. Look, Cantwell wins this game for Norwich City. Cantwell wins it.
Yeah,
big chance for him.
Yep. I love that. Dale says they've been better than us second half. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Dale. But they were so bad in the first half that we should be cruising this. But I agree with your point. They have been the better side in the second half for sure.
I think when you're up against the side like Forest and you have so much of the game, there is the risk of just getting slightly complacent. And I said it, we were in cruise control. You have to snap out of that and you have to go into another gear, and we haven't done that. But look, no team has scored more late goals than us this season. And when you've got Toddy on there, you've got Emmy on there, you've still got some brilliant players on there. And I fully expect we can do it. And Toddy's already got the ball.
What a lovely chest down. Todd Cantwell there, back into midfield. First impact of the game. He's done brilliantly there. He's teasing Nottingham Forest on the box. Emmy! Yes, get in there. Get in there. Come on.
Todd changes football matches.
Todd comes on. Todd wins the chest. He plays it onto the midfield. It goes out wide. Emi Buendia picks the ball up and he blasts it into the back of it as a deflection. But do we care? No, we don't. Norwich City, nothing won. Thank God for that, Jack, because we were starting to get worried then, weren't we?
It's fascinating, isn't it? It just shows. It's a massive, massive deflection.
Right.
And it will go down. Chris, what I would say is look at what Todd Cantwell's done. He's changed the game in an absolute instant.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Simon, by the way, is calling me out, and fair play. Fair play. He says we must sub Emmy, Chris. Yeah. Look, I thought, but I knew. But that's the thing with Emmy. That is the thing with Emmy, isn't it? That he looks like he's not in the game. He's getting frustrated, and then a moment of magic like that. Fair play for calling me out, and I absolutely agree.
It's Emmy, and we wouldn't want him any other way. He's so frustrating, but he just does something every single game.
Right, lots of people calling for the hat.
Yeah, mate, but you got to get the hat. Toby, Emmy Buendia, simple as that. Toby, completely agree. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you do want to get involved with the super chat function, there is a $sign at the bottom of the YouTube chat. Throw some money in the TNC kitty. Oh, I'm so glad we've got this goal. I'm so glad we've got it. I'm so glad Emmy's got it as well. It's a big deflection. Surely a nip slip for a third. Oh, who knows, Harry? Get ready though. Get ready though. Get
in there. Norwich City 2, Nottingham Forest 1. The boys are back in front. The hat is back on. Get in there. Nottingham Forest have got it in our box, though, and it's easily fallen to Emi Buendia, who plays the ball out to...
We've got to be careful that we don't make the same mistake here as we did the first time we took the lead. We just need to be a bit more... I think we just slipped into a bit of a coma, and now we're out of it. I love Todd Cantwell. I love seeing Todd Cantwell back on the pitch.
No, I do as well, mate. And by the way, he wants this so badly. Like,
yeah, he does.
He wants this so bad.
Look, there's 937 of you in the chat, and I showed it to you on the last stream, but I'm going to show it to you again.
Go on. Go on.
this isn't even necessarily, well, it is name dropping, but I don't mean it to be like that. I want to show you how much it means to Todd. He messaged me the other day.
What did he say?
Big impact. Doesn't have to be instant, but it will be felt. That's what he believes.
We love to see that.
He's already shown it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, mate. It's what he does. I mean, honestly, though, when people watch the highlights back tonight, tomorrow, whenever you watch the highlights back, look at Todd in the air, which you don't expect of Todd. He jumps Cristiano Ronaldo-esque and chests it on out wide, which he was just so, his spatial awareness there was so, it's brilliant to see. So clever from Todd Cantwell. Mario Vrancic, the Bosnian Beckham, plays it to Emi Buendia. The man who's on Lionel Messi's bedroom wall. Todd Cantwell marches the ball forwards. His golden Glocks. Locks.
It sounds great. It sounds like a Dutch footwear.
Glowing Glocks in my sausage hat. We love to see it.
It shows, the weeks we've struggled, Luton, Coventry, is because we haven't been able to bring players off the bench, right? We just haven't had the depth. Some weeks we haven't been able to name a full bench. When you're able to bring a player like Todd Cantwell on, it's the same with Forest being able to bring Anthony Knockaert on. They change games. And I'm so glad we've got that. I don't want to speak too soon. 80 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. Norwich City are winning here, but I'd like another goal.
You're so glad about that. I'm so glad about this. John Boy chucks in another £5 into the TNC kitty. He says, wonderful position, an abundance of riches. Our team today was great. Where do an Ellen Cantwell fit in? Great problem to have. Looks a hell of a problem, and that's a hell of a super chat. Thank you so much for that, John. Really appreciate your support as always, mate. Top man.
Mario driving forwards. He looks like he wants to hit one. He's not. He's going to go into Emmy's offside.
Oh, it's offside. It's offside. That's a shame. Sam Robinson, Tete makes sense now. Yeah, absolutely. Indeed. Wow, Stace. Feel bad for Dowell. No room for him. Well, look, at the moment. But how do you knock out Mario Vrancic, mate?
Well, I'm just looking at this injury record. There will, look, don't ever worry about squad depth. That's not something to lose sleep over. Oh, here comes the mayor.
Oh, the mayor is coming on. Who's coming off?
Good stuff.
Yeah, agreed. Daniel Farker's got it right there. He's got it right there. It's brilliant stuff here. Emi Buendia goes off to a standing ovation from the Norwich City faithful that have managed to get to the game tonight. By the way, Todd Cantwell there, not only does he chest it on, I didn't actually realise that he got the assist as well.
Yeah.
Eyes on fire. Straight away, impact. We love to see it.
I like this. And by the way, I love the fact that 950 of you are watching. Let's get it to 1,000. If you haven't already, click subscribe, go live for every single Norwich City game. And you guys love it. We love it, which is absolutely brilliant. Big fan of that from Emi. Clearly had, a tough game. I'm surprised he didn't get sent off. But he stayed on, made a difference, got fairly fortunate with the goal, but got the goal, substituted off. And we live at the moment to see another day.
It's looking good. It really is looking good. I say that straight away. Jakob Sorensen's lost the ball. Here he is.
David Metcalf, the man, the myth, the legend. Forest's gap between scoring their last 2 goals was 538 minutes. I think Norwich are safe now. Look, you got your goal. You had your moment.
We gifted the goal. By the way, I forgot I've got money on this.
Have you?
I've got money.
2-1.
Yeah, I got money on 2-1, mate.
Well, you did say it. Brilliant.
I was just going to say, actually, to everyone, get your tweets in, take a picture of your TNC Watchalong setup, and we'll retweet as many of them as possible. Let us know what you've thought of today's Watchalong, because we really value your feedback and your support. We'll retweet every single one of them as a thank you. We really
we'll retweet positive feedback only.
Yeah, apart from digs about the hat.
Okay, timestamp 83 minutes 39 seconds.
Tell you what,
83 minutes 42 seconds.
Tell you what, Jack,
45 seconds.
I might be in the money here, by the way. Don't bet, by the way, people that are under 18. Obviously, don't bet. Hang on a minute.
Just bet on love, because love always pays.
Pardon?
Back love and Vrancic goals, because they're
it's so good from me. I've got a cash out option for 25 quid, or do I wait for the 40 quid to come in?
No, you leave it, mate.
Superb.
You leave it, and what you do tomorrow is you go up to the Canary shop and buy a Norwich shirt with Cantwell on the back.
Yeah, I love that.
New hat, yeah.
Absolutely love it. Loads of comments coming in for the sausage sellers. Yeah, indeed. I love the sausage seller hat. Seller hats. Yeah, I did say that right. I love that shout. Absolutely brilliant. Here we go. James Young's Messi wears Todd Cantwell pajamas. It's hard to disagree. It really is. It's brilliant. And I tell you what else is brilliant. Benny Orchard's in the house.
Oh, Benny Orchard. Nervous that Emmy/Todd may leave in January. No, not overly. I think I'd be nervous if we were out of the top 6, but I think clear it, yeah.
Out.
I think if we're in the top 2, I don't think there's a massive chance of players leaving. But who knows? Look, they're fantastic players, aren't they? So you never know. But I wouldn't worry too much about January if I was you. I'd just embrace what we're seeing at the moment. I don't think we fully appreciate this at the moment. The way we turned it around is ridiculous.
Love this feedback, by the way, from Dan Greengrass, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Says, love it. The boys are good. Jack Slabhead doesn't fit through the hole in his TNC top. Chris is a great fella. Who loves a Nando's? You know it, Mr. Greengrass. Of course, fantastic Twitch streamer. Thank you for your support tonight. Thanks everyone for your support tonight. It's been a brilliant watch along. So many of you joining us every week now. It's going to kind of be sad to not do these watch alongs when we're back in the stadium.
It won't be, because we'll do pub crawls.
Yeah, we are definitely going to do a TNC pre-match pub sesh.
As long as you don't have to get a substantial meal with every pint, because that could get expensive then. But anyway, Norwich City, 86 minutes on the clock, winning this game 2-1. Goals from Jakob Sorensen and Emiliano. Is that his name?
Yeah, Emiliano.
And Todd Cantwell. As George says, 100% passing percent, assist in his first 10 minutes. Todd is world class. Look, I think he's so desperate to just perform. The season has not gone the way he would have wanted it to go so far, and he'll be desperate to make a change. And
he's showing too much passion there, Jack. He's in the book. He's just got in the book.
Yeah, I love that though.
No, on a serious note, Todd has got a lot of really unfair criticism. Not even criticism, abuse from a small section of Norwich fans that can't take where the modern game of football's going. And yeah, mate, I'm chuffed for him tonight. He deserves it. He's such a talented, humble, down to earth
defend
guy.
this first.
Yeah, agreed.
Forest free kick. It's going to be whipped in by Anthony Knockaert. The goal scorer headed clear by... Oh, it was headed clear, but nearly in his own net by Slabhead Hanley.
Goodness gracious.
I still can't believe Hanley's not... He's still in his 20s. Genuinely looks about 50.
Hang on. Whoa. What?
Hanley looks not in his 20s.
Did you say Hanley's in his 20s?
Yes, he's like 27 or something. Yeah.
45.
Yeah, I know. Whipped in by Forest. Again, Hanley.
Clear. Get it out. Oh, my God. Clear it. Oh, sweet Jesus. It's never easy following Norwich, is it?
I love Hanley's big old head, though. I bet that doesn't fit through Norwich neck, does it? But he has to cut it to just get his head through.
Goodness gracious me. As we talk about heads,
Hanley again.
Oh, Hanley, big head, and it's better now. Norwich City 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Welcome to everyone that's joining us for the final whistle. We loved it. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a great finish.
You'll be seeing more of these beautiful balls in coming weeks.
Get your balls out. Love to see it. By the way, oh my God, it's a poor ball from Christoph Zimmermann. It's played into Nottingham Forest. Out in the wing now. It's out wide. Get it out. Just smash the ball into Riverside. Oh. Fucking hell. Smash the ball into Riverside Swimming Centre, for God's sake. God, Jesus Christ. I can't keep doing this.
Don't like corners.
Mate, I can't keep doing this.
Seriously. By Knockaert. Oh, Tete clears. Oh, mate, God,
this is giving me heart problems, genuinely. I can't, you're not paying me enough money.
Well played, Max Aarons.
Oh, Max, superb. Go on, Toddy.
Go on, Max. All the way, son. He's going to go all the way.
Going on his own. Oh,
you're on 100 yards up the pitch.
Oh, superb. That is absolutely superb. Max Aarons there. He runs the length of the pitch. He shoves the Nottingham Forest player And yeah, as the Norwich City Twitter account have just posted, it's a lung busting run from Max Aarons, and the Nottingham Forest player can only blast it into the Barclays stand.
Was that? They did not give a free kick.
I think they had to give a free kick. Goodness gracious me. Harry McKinnon says, stop the count. Yeah, agreed. Stop it. Stop it. Blow the final whistle.
Yeah, we're still not at 90 yeah. And Sammy Amiobi's got the ball and he's going to progress down the left. Oh, it's Max Aarons again. He's everywhere.
He's here. He's there. He's every bloody where. And I tell you what, Jack, in terms of man of the match, again.
4 minutes at a time, people. 4 minutes left.
You know what? Let me know in the comment section who your man of the match is for me. I think Max is it again. Mr. Consistent, going forwards, defensively sound. I say, touch wood. Yeah, it's been brilliant from Max tonight. Absolutely brilliant from Max tonight.
4 minutes of pain left.
AJ Ballard says we absolutely love to see it. Love to see it.
Boy, see it out.
I agree. See it out. Stay top of the league. 3 points off third. We love to see it.
I'm so glad we made that sub when we did, because the game was gone so flat. We'd conceded. There was even a risk that Forest could, search for a winner. But
yeah, agreed.
I would have made the sub earlier, but it came and it conquered. And Tete, brilliant, Tete, brilliant.
Yeah, that's what Tete's in there to do. Nottingham Forest whip the ball in. It's out. Get the. Oh my God, get the ball out. Go on, boys. No, Pookie, get out your feet. It's fallen to Forest.
There's legs everywhere. There's limbs everywhere.
Doing? Defend. Oh my God. This game could, at the moment, this is dangerous. Nottingham Forest are building. They do look like the better side. I'm sorry to say it. Norwich City here, backs against the walls, really under the cosh here. Nottingham Forest are turning.
Just get the ball.
It's a twist into the box. It's fallen back post. Oh my God. Huge chance for Nottingham Forest in the dying minutes of this match. It's gone over the bar. Norwich City have got away with one there. Big time. Yellows NCFC says Amotoy is coming on. We've not seen that yet on iFollow. Thanks for the update. Really appreciate it. Underrated Gamer says keep it low. We love to see the comments coming in. Here we go. We've got a comment in here from the boss. Jen. She said 90, please.
92nd minute and 10 seconds. 1 minute and 50 left of this game. Amotoy coming on. And look, he was when we closed the game out last week, running it into the corner.
Stop the count. Blow the whistle. Come on.
1,000 viewers.
1,000 viewers. The TNT Watchalong is here. Oh, Jack. Oh, no, I thought it was final whistle, but it's not. But we've got 1,000 viewers, and Amotoy is coming on.
Got to count on viewers as well. Got to a K. Yeah. Like Susanna, my Garmin just told me to breathe. Get into them, son. Get into them.
Oh, we love it. Oh, we love it. We love to see it.
And I don't mind if you chop them. I don't mind if you... Oh, Sorensen again.
Sorensen has been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I agree.
Whipped in again. One more ball to clear. Oh, Michael McGovern, you're so fine.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. Oh, you're so fine. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Hey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You save the goals all the time. Hey, Mickey. Oh, hey, Mickey.
You're wasted.
I'll blow the fucking whistle. Oh, God.
I was reading at 150 beats per minute. Is that normal? Well...
Let's tell you what, my heart would be beating fast if I call that cut, big man.
Man of the match. My man of the match is Hanley. No. Yeah, you know what? I'll give it to Hanley because I love him. Get yours in the comment section as Norwich City progress. 4 seconds of this game left. Can we see it out? We've weathered some serious storms, but all Pistol League HMSs need to do exactly that.
Oh, we love it. Stick to selling.
Amotoy, he loves taking it to the corner flag.
Yeah, he does. He's getting good at that now. He's getting really good at that now. It's becoming his job in the team. Yeah. Mr. Drag it into the corner.
Clear the ball.
Come on, boys. Blow the whistle, ref. We're now 20 seconds over. Is your watch broken or what? Oh, that's so nice there from Max.
Archie, well done for getting the score prediction right, mate. 2-1. Maybe. Look, I'm back in Yarmouth soon. I'll come and see you, mate. I'll come and see you.
Blow the whistle.
Chris has got on this as well, hasn't he?
Blow the whistle, ref. Yes! Oh, it's superb. Get in there. Norwich City back to the top of the championship. Just where we belong. We love it. The comment section is popping off. We love it. Show extra trill at the top. It's just us. We are top, says Chad's Tats. Henry Rantimer says, come on. A. Anderson, friend of the channel, says, yellows, yellows, yellows. We love it. There's emojis. There's party popping faces. There's loads. We love it. We absolutely love it. Lungi, man of the match, says ex-Nugget Bowl. Come on, says Luke Morate. We loved it. HMS Pistol League is ready to sail. Toot, toot. We're on one. The Norwich boys have got through another match. It's 2-1. I'm 40 quid up.
Super. Oh, yeah, well done, mate. You called that bang on.
That's what I do, mate. Get me as manager, I say.
Right, well, that's a big win. That's a big win. And I've just gone on to One Football because we love One Football. Gone on to the league table.
Get the table.
I can't see it. Anyway, here we go. Look at that. 4 points between us and third place, Watford. Norwich City have won another game, and we've still got like 39 players injured. That is a massive, massive win. When Forrest scored, my heart sank. When Buendia scored, I was calling the captain of the ship to take it out of port and start cruising the North Seas once again.
And speaking of captains of the ship, Daniel Farkin really aggressively does the wave there to Norwich fans. He beats his chest. Oh, we love to see it. Daniel Farker's happy. Mike Cockerill says, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go. When we win the title, this is what we'll sing. We are Norwich. Super Norwich. Farker is our king.
This channel should get COVID payments as it's infectious. 1,000 viewers. Come on, the boys. Brilliant stuff. Cameron Brown, how many subs we allowed? I believe it's 5 substitutes in the EFL now. Simon, Premier League, we're coming back. Oh, I love to see it. Look, get carried away. Carried away. Times don't happen. Well, they do happen often for a Norwich City fan, but they might not happen. I don't know. They probably will happen forever. But just embrace it. You know, get in and amongst it. Absolutely brilliant. Sophie, Revo's betting tips for the next match.
Well,
possibly Sophie's landed a winner.
I don't win many, to be fair, Sophie, it has to be said. But maybe it could be a new trend. And by the way, Jack, can this hat get any more lucky?
Mate, look, is it, you know, when clubs retire shirt numbers? Maybe we've got to retire the hat and like hang it on the wall.
If we win the league, mate, I'll retire the hat and put it behind me.
Okay. You could put it on instead of the lampshade. The lamp doesn't work.
Yeah, agreed.
Picked the team, fell in love, absolutely brilliant. Tom Saunders, spot on. Like, look, long live Lambert, long live Houghton. Almost a Chris Houghton masterclass. It was, scored a goal, conceded a couple. Happy days.
Wow, David Perkins is feeling perky. He says, "Can we win it by February?" Wow, perky. Love to see it.
Chris, in all seriousness, no, that's, once again, it wasn't a vintage Norwich City performance, and there are things that we need to improve on, but we just get the job done, don't we? Yeah, no, we do. And by the way, we've been reminded that we're sponsored by One Football again, Jack. Yeah, to be fair to One Football, all they want is the pre and the half time. But if you want it, people, we'll give it to you. One Football is the best footballing app in the whole world, and they love Norwich City. And they have said if you download One Football quickly, they will make sure Norwich City get promoted by March at the very latest. So get involved on One Football. Thank you, Archie Middleton. Look at that.
He's always here. We love him. Archie, you're a little legend, mate. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Crusade of Light. Did Chris ever get that light fixed? No, is the answer. The budget. Well, to be fair, I've won my bet, so maybe I'll pay for an electrician to come and sort it now. Right, on a serious note, Jack, let's go back to our normal sponsors now, please. Let's talk about this game seriously tonight. Let's go back to front. By the way, before we do that, we've seen the table. We've seen it on OneFootball. We're seeing it now on our screens as well. How good is it to see Norwich highlighted in gold at the top of the table? Now 3 points ahead of AFC Bournemouth. That should fill you with confidence for the next few games, right?
Oh, massively. And I think the thing that filled me with confidence the most is, you're 70 minutes into that game. You've just conceded. It's evident that we needed something to change. We needed some fresh legs. And you've suddenly got the ability to bring on Cantwell and McLean. You don't realise how important having a deep squad is. And we've suffered with that in recent weeks when we've not been able to bring on Coventry, especially. Coventry was the one where Luton was just a poor performance. Coventry, we should have closed that game out, but we couldn't because we didn't have substitutes. So tonight was won because of Todd Cantwell and Alexander Tete's and Omatoi's cameos. And that fills me with confidence, because if we're winning games with an injured squad, we will continue to win games. I think the rate of points that you need to in order to win this division, or at least get in the top two. So look, and the great thing about this league as well is usually you'll have at least one team who's just relentless in results like us. There isn't that this season. Bournemouth have slipped up. Watford have slipped up at times. Watford look poor, by the way. Watford have slipped up. Swansea, Reading, they're good teams, but they're not great teams. And Norwich have been in this position before. And look, I absolutely love it. Eleanor, I have just seen this come through. Eleanor says, please give a one-word answer to describe either Unthank Road or Grapes Hill. Now, I'm not a Norwich resident, so I don't know much about Unthank. Do you like? Is Unthank Road the one with
Yeah, Unthank Road is. Yeah, Unthank Road is. It's all right. It's all right.
One with Joanna on.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not the best.
Good
Grapes Hill, average.
Well, thanks, Eleanor. Anyway, we appreciate. I mean, if anyone else wants to give us money to give descriptions of Norwich, roads, brilliant. But
Jack, right. On a serious note, now let's go back to front. Let's start with Mickey McGovern. Give him a rating for his performance tonight, please.
Yeah, I thought he was good. I think the initial reaction was, "Oh, why has he not let a cross go in?" Looking back at it, can you remember the goal we scored against Hernandez's goal against Forest, the second one? When it reminded me of that a little bit. I think the defenders got caught out. Look, it was sloppy again. But
it's not McGovern's fault, though. That was honestly, Branch needs to close his man there, 100%.
I don't think it was. The thing that pleased me most with Mickey McGovern tonight, he commanded his box a lot better. He was out quick on crosses. So 7, Mickey. Good performance.
I'm going a solid 8 for Mickey. I thought he was good tonight, I have to say. So we've done Mickey. What about Grant Hanley? I mean, another good performance. It just seems every time the ball flies into the Norwich box, it's like a magnet to his slab head. It's superb. He's just always there, belching it out the box. For me, Grant Hanley, 9 out of 10 tonight.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. Like maybe got caught for that goal. I know the centre backs got split. I think it'd be harsh to criticise him on that. He was just everywhere, especially. And we have to remember, you don't talk enough when you don't concede a corner, it goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
But he was there all the while heading it clear tonight. And there was a good 20-30 minute spell in that second half where Forest did put some pressure on him and Hanley was there clearing it. And I thought Zimmerman was good as well, actually. I haven't been reassured by Zimmerman at all.
Yeah. And, there was one mistake from Zimmerman. There was one mistake from Zimmerman tonight, which I was a bit disappointed in. So I'll mark him down slightly and give him an 8. And then Maxi Aarons tonight, for me, personally, he's my man of the match. He gets a 10 out of 10. He's picking the ball up. He's full of confidence. There's now, and this just shows, by the way, and credit to Daniel Farker, because he's clearly told him to do this. I think this is a big statement. I think Max Aarons is becoming a world-class player at Norwich City Football Club.
Wow.
I think that Max Aarons is by far the best defender right back in this league.
Oh,
I think he's definitely capable of playing for a top 6 Premier League club. And I'll be surprised if we manage to keep him, mate, because he's unplayable. You know, his defensive game has improved massively. That was something that people criticised him of for some reason in the Premier League. Despite the fact that it was more likely the rest of the defence that let him down. Going forwards now, though, Jack, he's bringing something again differently. He is the modern fullback, isn't he? You know, he's contributing to goals. You know, obviously a lot of people talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know, Max Aarons reminds me of him, the way he plays. He's now adding crosses into his game, tricks into his game. You know, he's cutting the ball behind him. He's playing the right balls at the right time. He's really matured already this season. So for me, I genuinely think that Max Aarons is becoming a world-class player this season at Norwich City Football Club. For me, tonight's performance, 10 out of 10, unnegotiable. He has been brilliant tonight. Other side, Jakob Sorensen, Jack. What do you rate him?
I mean, mate, it was such an important goal. Like, we huffed and puffed in that first half and got the goal. And look, I think if we hadn't have scored that and Forest come out as strong as they did in that second half, there's a chance we lose that tonight. So I'm so impressed. And, you know, we just spoke about Max. I think we have to give credit to Sorensen, who's just been mature. And I think people are forgetting, because he looks so good, he's not a left back. He's a central defensive midfielder. And he's just got on with his job. And I think that's absolutely brilliant. Yeah. No, and it's also worth noting with Max Aarons, I agree, Chris, he was a 10. His 100th Norwich City appearance tonight. He's 20 years old.
That's mental,
isn't it?
There's
not many players who play that much. And a lot of them were in the Premier League. Like, this is a man who's going to the very top of the game, and we have to embrace it.
100%. I think Jakob Sorensen, look, a couple of defensive errors, but it's something that we expect from a midfielder, right? He's still covering, and he's doing
we you know, it's the same with Liverpool left and right backs. You play them so high up the pitch, there's going to be times where they're caught out. So.
And especially if he's the midfielder. And so for me, 9 out of 10 for Jakob tonight. Great goal, took it very well. Defensively relatively sound as well, which is brilliant. Moving into that midfield, Jack. Great first half from Mario. Possibly went missing in the second half. Is that a bit harsh from me?
Maybe a little bit. I think certainly at the start of the season, I didn't think Mario should be starting football matches. I thought he was an impactful player off the bench. I thought he was perfectly suited for tonight's game. And I think he's perfectly suited for them teams where you're up against a low block. And he was good in the first half. And then Forest changed a little bit and they pressed forwards. And he hasn't got the legs to be able to deal with that. So I think it would be harsh to be harsh on Vrancic. I think Farke should have spotted that sooner and got maybe a Kenny McLean on or a Tete who's just a bit more defensively minded. So I thought Mario was good, you know, and when you've got him on the pitch, you think something's going to happen. So I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I agree. 7 for Mazza. Bosnian Beckham, whatever you want to call him. Legend. Ollie Skip tonight. Where is he in your books, Jack? Was very impressed with his run, the way he picked the ball up and he sprinted forwards and dragged the team up by the scruff of the neck. I was so impressed with that tonight. And for that reason, for me, Ollie Skip tonight gets an 8 from me.
Yeah, I think Skip, a lot of the work he does, it was the same with like Harrison Reed and Tom Tribal. Them kind of midfielders go unnoticed, and you almost want them to go unnoticed because if they can just get the dirty work done quietly, it allows your Marios and your Emmys to you know, be joyful. But he's so important to the way we play because we play such a high line and we throw men forwards. You need that line of extra defence in. And he's combative and he's quick and he carries the ball well and he's good in the tackle. I really like Ollie Skip. And there's a reason why Mourinho said he's a future Tottenham captain. You know, he's not got the full package yet, and if he did, he wouldn't be at Norwich.
And of course, someone that has those traits is Emi Buendia, Jack. Another great performance. Got a yellow card. There was a bit of a niggle, a bit of a worry from me. I called it too early. I said, take Emi off. I was worried that he was going to get that second booking. Can you blame me? You know, Daniel Farke, he keeps him on the pitch and he goes and delivers the goods later on. And for me, I'd probably say Emi, it sounds a bit harsh, but maybe like a 7 or 8 for me on Emi.
Yeah, I think he just wants it so bad, mate. Like, he just loves football. Yeah. And, you know, he is frustrating, Emi. But look, in every single game, he does something that either scores or creates a goal, and that's the sign of a brilliant player. I mean, you just look, if anyone gets the chance, look at his like underlying data, pass completion, XG from his passes, chances created. Like, he is at the top of everything, like, and by a long way.
Yeah,
he is a Premier League footballer.
Yeah.
Like, please.
And Jack, someone that is a Premier League footballer, will be soon anyway, is Josh Martin. I don't care if that's an early shout. You know, what an assured, confident performance from the young man again tonight. For me, 9 out of 10 for Joshy Martin.
Yeah, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Any young player that shows for the ball as much as him, and then does, I don't think he's been as good tonight as he has been in previous games, but just
that's only because he's had less ball. That's only because he's had less ball tonight, mate.
Yeah, no, yeah, probably right. But the thing that Norwich City are sometimes guilty of is they lose tempo. And I think that can happen when you're just given the ball and teams go, look, come at us. And it's easy to slip into a bit of a slump. Martin makes sure we keep the tempo up, and he's brilliant. You know, I've been really impressed with Josh Martin. I didn't know what kind of impact he'd make, but he's made a good one, a really good one.
Timu Pukki.
Mate, we look, even when Pukki doesn't score, we've seen how we look without Pukki, and we've seen how we look with Pukki, and it's worlds apart. His movement allows space for the players in behind him, and we've got brilliant players in behind him. I'll never have a bad word to say about Pukki. I think he's brilliant. I really do.
When he's not got a niggling injury like he did in that Premier League restart, he's a man that is delivered again and again and again in the Premier League. No Pukki, no party. And a man that we've not spoken about, Jack, is Marco Steepman. Great first half performance. Couple of balls that I felt were probably a wee bit off-piste. I would have expected him to have kept it simple, maybe. But that's Marco. Like, that's the toss-up with Marco Steepman. It's either going to go really well or it's going to be a sloppy pass. But I think that's the magic of Marco, isn't it? And that's why he works well with Timu Pukki, because Timu Pukki creates the space for Marco to pick up the ball and manage it and run through those midfield and defensive lines. So, you know, I was relatively impressed with Marco tonight. I would probably give him a 7 though, overall. Yeah, no, and I think Steepman's now got a tough job on his hand now that, you know, the likes of Dowell and Cantwell and Martin, you've got a lot of good players in them positions. Yeah, Stuart, great point. People agree.
Before we start getting too, carried away, I thought Steepman was good tonight, actually. I still think, and I know I've said this before, and I sound like a broken record, and maybe it's just the way I enjoy watching football play, and I certainly wouldn't be annoyed if people went against me on this, but I think Norwich look at their best when Steepman's in behind Pukki. And we've seen different options, and we've seen Hugill in there and Pukki in there.
But this is it, Jack. This is this squad. Like, when we've got a fully fit squad, it's the best in the league. Like so many people have said this. So yeah, it's really good stuff, mate. Streaming now for 2 hours, 26 minutes.
We have to mention Todd Cantwell. Great to see him.
Of course. So good to see Cantwell back. And by the way, so good to see Brummy Joe in the stream as well. Did you boys a favour today? Brummy Joe, big up, my man. We absolutely love to see it. Birmingham. He says it himself. They are indeed. Thank you so much for that result. Look, Jack, honestly, me and you both know we're not blind to it. We're, of course, both completely biased towards Todd. I've always got my Todd Cantwell glasses on, and I'm not afraid to say it.
And your hat on as well.
He deserves it, though. He deserves the backing. He's one of our own. He's one of the most talented youngsters we've brought through this club in recent times. You know, people have likened him in this comment section to Grealish. People have likened him in this comment section to James Maddison. You know, those same sort of qualities coming through. He's got that. Todd Cantwell has got that latent potential in him. He has got that in him, 100%. So stick by him and be patient with Todd and allow him the space and the time to be creative, to be free, and don't get on his back. The boy doesn't deserve it. And by the way, big pressure coming into this game tonight. Big pressure. Yeah. All of the haters were sitting there on Twitter ready to slag him off. But he came on. He wins that chest, which I've spoken about so much, but watch it back on the highlights. It's superb. And then the assist for the goal as well. Todd Cantwell, what a boy, what a player.
Yeah, and sometimes, what do they say? That the setback sets up the comeback or something like that. And I think this injury to Todd Cantwell could actually be what he needed, because, you know, I know firsthand, having spoken to him, and he won't mind me saying that, he's so hungry.
I know, and he loves Norwich so much. Like me and you both know that.
Make it work, and he will make it work. He's got the quality to make it work. Anyway, Chris, we always end this with a little, you know, parting message. Sadly, and I don't want to drop this news, but I've got to. I'm not around for Saturday's game. I'm having to work. I know I've got to pay the bills. But we'll try and do a stream in the evening of Saturday. Who have we got Saturday? I don't even know who we're playing on Saturday.
We're playing on Saturday, mate. We're playing Blackburn Rovers away.
Of course, yeah, the return of Tommy Tribal.
Yeah, the return of.
Yeah, I can't do a watch on, which I'm really gutted about. It's the first ages.
Tommy T can't play though, mate. He won't be allowed to play against us.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, yeah. So sorry, we're not doing a watch along. Jack has to pay the bills, which is fair enough. These things happen. Don't forget, we're two blokes in our bedrooms, not a professional setup, but still the numbers show how amazing it is. Blackburn Rovers away from home, and then we've got Tin Pot FC coming to town. Reading versus Norwich City, and then Cardiff at home. So Jack, for me, if we get through Blackburn unscathed, we get another 2 wins against Reading away and Cardiff at home. Wow. We're looking really good.
Oh yeah. Big three, tough 3 games coming up. Nice to see, you know, Krul will be back soon, and Hernandez may be back soon. So positive vibes. As always, massive thanks to everyone who's watched, donated, liked, shared, sent in their comments. We really love these. And I know now people are starting to trickle back into Canaries, which is brilliant. I'm so glad we can still do these. I'm really, really grateful.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for the support tonight, everyone. It's been epic. Even now, still almost 500 of you watching. Me and Jack really appreciate the support. And by the way, everyone that tweets us and Instagrams us, we read everything and we appreciate everything. It means so much to us. We built this channel from the ground up, and like everything we do, our mission is to entertain you. And so we massively hope that we do that. And I really, really genuinely appreciate your support. Like the support during this lockdown that's just gone in particular was absolutely epic. Like the channel is on a whole new level now compared to where it was, and it's all thanks to you guys and your support. Every single one of your likes and your comments, it goes a hell of a long way. And this TNC community is just insane. Like, I really appreciate it. And by the way, selfishly, and Jack, I'm sure you'd agree, this has really helped us as well. Yeah, we're entertaining you, but we've been bored as fuck. Like, we've been bored, and it's lovely to stay as one, the Norwich City community, even with my dodgy hat on. I really do appreciate your support, guys.
I love this. So many people saying Chris and Onel for Saturday.
Well, unfortunately, we're not allowed. I would love that, but we're not allowed, I'm afraid.
Anyway, thanks to everyone. Norwich City have won tonight, 2-1 the better against Chris Hughes's Nottingham Forest. Goals from Jakob Sorensen and Emi Buendia. 3 points clear at the top of the table. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And